And welcome back, everyone. Welcome. It has been years, Papi. It's been actually so long since we have casted an OSC King of the Hill. The last one that we casted was in 2022. Welcome back, everyone, to a unique, amazing, and beautiful weekly event.
Oh, let's go. And we are straight into it already. And seeing a familiar face.
Hey.
I'm casting this man, was it last night?
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, close enough. In the top right here, it is a German Protoss, Spatz, in the red.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, another player that we are quite fond of. He's one of the bears, Papi. We have the South Korean Terran player representing Club NV. It is QuanTa.
Yeah, a bit of TVP, let's go.
We haven't had enough TVP recently.
It's been years.
Yeah. For those wondering what we were on about, Spatz, of course, is the German Protoss player that is the most recent Ascension League Code S champion. He was able to come out on top of so many other European players. Not just that, Spatz is also the most recent OSC King of the Hill, so he's here to maintain his throne.
Wants to be the 2-time, but here we go. QuanTa, very, very strong Terran in his own right, but he is getting a little bit of the cheese thrown his way. This has been very popular lately in TVP. This proxy gate with the first gate at home. Should have a zealot, and then I think it's a couple of depths after that.
Yeah.
This is really strong against double gas, especially if they don't scout.
Yeah, and unfortunately, QuanTa hasn't scouted. He hasn't sent anything outside of his own main base. I mean, the Reaper is finally going to be coming out. The probe is going to be going down as well. So he'll eventually catch wind of what's going on. But it's actually, a Stalker and an Adept coming out.
Yeah, so we're going to have one of everything here. And this has been hidden really well as well. So QuanTa's in a bit of an awkward position because he's gone Reaper Reactor. He's sent his Reaper straight across the map. He has absolutely no indication of this, so he's not going to have a bunker or anything like that.
There's no bunker. There's nothing. Also, it was really unfortunate timing. I believe the Reaper and the Zealot passed by each other at the same time through the tall grass, so they kind of missed each other. It was really weird timing, and the boys are being pulled, but this reactor is actually already close to going down.
Yeah, QuanTa pulls just in time, but it means the Stalker can start to focus down these SCVs. He's going to repair that one. That's very cute. So that's definitely going to buy him a lot more time here, as we do get those first couple of Marines. So they'll be able to start dealing with the Zealot here. He's going to be losing a lot of SCVs though, and he's already on a limited economy because of this double gas opening.
Yeah, exactly. 5 SCVs are going to be going down in total. A Marine as well towards the end, and back across the map we have a Nexus, we have a base. The Reaper does see all of this. QuanTa is fully aware that Spatz is transitioning, but he's struggling to hold on. It looks like another Marine is going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, Spatz is going very heavily in... Spatz is making a lot of units here, so it's a pretty heavy commitment as... QuanTa... I guess it doesn't really matter if he lets us in, he can deal with the Cyclone. But that does mean that Spatz gets a bit of a scout here. QuanTa is going to be opening up with this 2-rack style here, which is a little bit unusual with the double gas here, but kind of reminiscent of what Oliveira's been doing.
Yeah, and looking at the vision here of Spatz, I'm a little bit surprised because the Shade was headed towards the gas geyser, but the Shade actually didn't see the second racks here on the right-hand side. So QuanTa has been able to keep this hidden.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a faster sim than usual. That might catch Spatz off guard here, but for QuanTa... Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know how I missed this. He doesn't have an extra CC, so this is... This is mega all in. He's basically on a wait for 2 tanks and medevac and just go with Stim. And I don't know about this, honestly. I mean, Spatz has got so many gateway units already. Like, he's going to at least be able to chip this down pretty heavily before it gets across the map. And it feels like QuanTa is barely even holding on despite the commitment to units.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, he's going to have really fast stim, but he's not going to have any Marines alive to stim.
Yeah.
They're all just dying one after the other. Before that really happens, the Stalker's going to be able to chip this away and slow it down even more here. Finally, QuanTa's going to be able to kind of take control here of the map, but it took a lot of units.
Yeah, Cyclone definitely getting some good value here. Ooh, yeah, I was going to say, definitely need to pick up that tank. Hurts quite a bit having that on half health before we go across the map as well. So QuanTa in just really an awful position here.
He is, but he's like trading pretty well. Like a lot of Stalkers are dying. Even here, we have another lock on the Cyclone getting so much value over the course of this engagement, and Spatz is losing everything.
Yeah, so that's going to look to go for that recall there, and he did lose a lot here. I mean, those Stalkers without Blink, pretty much a guaranteed kill each time for the Cyclone. So you can see that Cyclone, 7 kills already. It does rack up the kills there. Was a little bit awkward for QuanTa that he didn't go for a mine to start off with, and it made it really hard to deal with that proxy gate. But it does mean that now he's going to have a stronger push, and there we go. Going to be pulling 5 SCVs as well. So QuanTa extremely all in with his push. And what do we have at home to defend for Spatz?
Shield battery just now started. We have a second pylon as well. We have a single immortal, and we have 3 Stalkers, and it looks like, oh my god, they barely do not get that Cyclone. Somehow it survives, and 4 units. This is the army here for Spatz.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a second immortal coming out as well, but he is barely managing to save enough time to get these shield batteries up, and 3 tanks here. They can just siege on top of this. He can start to DPS down the shield batteries, and he has stim as well. QuanTa's going to be breaking on through here, and shield battery overcharge does go down. The immortal's going to be going down as well. The boy's being pulled a bit too late.
Oh, it is a little bit too late. Every single one of these workers is going to go down. GG. Should have been called. And QuanTa takes game number 1.
Yeah, GG. QuanTa with a little bit of a cheeky 1-base all in there, and it works extremely well for him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, he was up against the ropes. It was a really rough start for him. I mean, props to Spatz for be able to find all of that damage. But yeah, QuanTa with the 1-base all in follow-up for the response. We were doubting him, but I think it was that one Cyclone. That one Cyclone, I want to say, got like 5 Stalker kills in total. Like it really did help him snowball. Oh.
Yeah, it got so much value there, and I mean, that was just a nice build all around from QuanTa. I mean, I've been avoiding 1-base all-ins on the ramp maps just because I didn't have a good starport one, so I'm just going to erase that from my memory, because if I learn that build as well, I will forget how to play TVP entirely.
Yeah, like it's an addiction, Papi. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, no. We don't need more of that. I'll have too much MMR.
I appreciate your self-restraint, Papi. I appreciate it. You're like, only 2-base all-ins for me.
Yeah, no, I only 1-base all in on half the maps.
Oh, there you go. But regardless, GG, very well played. My condolences to Spatz, but you know, it happens sometimes. These are best of 1s. That is the format of this tournament, and you know, when you take a risk like that, despite how well things can start for you, things can very quickly snowball in the other direction. So yeah, props to QuanTa. We don't see enough of him, so I'm glad that we're going to be seeing a little bit more.
Hey, you can never get enough of QuanTa, can you?
Yeah. Man, he's my boy. I love him so much. Oh my god. God, what was he? So Jinyo's the little bear.
Yeah.
Was QuanTa the big bear? See?
Yeah, I guess so.
Was he too hot? Or
No, that's Honmono. Honmono's too hot.
Honmono's too hot, yeah.
QuanTa's just right.
He's just right, Bobby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. I'm also excited to see, you know, that he's here, like, continuing to compete as well. I know it's always a little bit up in the air, like, who's active and who isn't. You know, like, players like Farmy we haven't seen in quite some time, or Lunacy, like the Protoss players. But, you know, the Terrans, QuanTa, Jinyo, Honmono, they're always around. Always around.
Yeah, they're always good for a few games, of course. Always nice to see them, especially seeing a bit of Honmono today as well.
Yeah, Honmono. I'm sure you loved to see Honmono.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
They're fun games.
For those who are unawares, Migs Vindicta did actually run a tournament this morning around 12 hours ago. 13 actually. And Honmono did play in it, and so did Asher, and they were able to play each other, and they got casted live on stream.
Yeah, it's good fun. Good series.
There you go. Yeah, you actually didn't do too badly, to be honest. Like, just, maybe like misreading the game a little bit here and there, but like overall,
I think it's just nerves. Like the first game, I had a good feeling of what he was doing. I was just like, he's better than me. I just have to close my eyes and just do this push anyway. Like, I can't sit at home and defend, which is like the correct thing to do in that situation. Because I'm just like, I don't want the game to go more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I had a bit more confidence in my read, that first game was maybe winnable.
Fair enough. I believe, Papi. I believe. So yeah, well played, Papi. Well played. And yeah, now we're actually going to be getting ready for our next game, and we have an opponent.
I see a certain Zerg on my friends list just logged on.
Oh yeah, let's go, Papi. Let's go. Demi is going to be rocking up here for a bit of a ZVT.
Oh, I haven't seen a ZVT in years. Let's go.
You're like, Zergs exist? Oh my god. Of course they do, Papi. Aye.
I thought we got rid of them.
Oh my god. Almost, Papi, almost. Demi, he's been in hiding. He's been hiding his power level here in the sea, but now he's rising out, Papi. He's rising.
It's getting stronger.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would hope so, as all the regulars are going to be coming out here, and I can't wait to see who else does rock up. Again, these are all best of ones, and we have 15 best of ones tonight, so a lot of different players are going to be showing up. And just quickly looking, we were supposed to cast OSC King of the Hill last week as well, but we were busy with WTL. And we had like the X10X boys, they showed up. NightPhoenix has a sick run. I want to point this out. I don't know if, hopefully we get to cast him tonight. Last week, NightPhoenix beat Spirit, Max Pax, and MeomaikA.
Oh my god. What?
yeah, he popped off, mate. Oh my god. Crazy.
The King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Max Pax played King of the Hill?
Yeah. Crazy.
So many questions. Well, before we get into that, we do have this game ahead of us. On the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, this is the Indian Zerg. Playing here for Alpha X, this is Demi.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon, we have his opponent, the South Korean Terran player representing Club NV. It is QuanTa.
And I do his intro as, broom broom, it's Varun, motherfucker.
Amazing. Let's go.
Let's go. Nah, you can have the hype intro if he wins a game. Let's go.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Demi, he's a great player in his own right, and I do think that both Demi and QuanTa are relatively similar in skill, but is Demi ready for the QuanTa special, Papi? It's the matchup where it all happens.
Nah. I'm not getting my hopes up. I can't. It'll ruin me if I get my hopes up and they get dashed like that. This is just going to be a very standard 3cc Banshee.
No.
Anything more than that is just bonus.
I'm ready, Papi. My body is ready. I'm salivating right now. I want it.
You want that? If you guys don't know what we're talking about, of course, QuanTa. In TVZ, he goes for some kind of weird, some kind of creative builds, and the one series that we saw, I believe it was against the Zerg Lord.
Yep.
He went for mech with a quad Thor drop. So medevac per Thor, and would just drop into the main, snipe layers, hives, ultra dense, spires, just anything unfortunate enough to get in the way of the quad Thor drop.
It wasn't just a quad Thor drop, it was also a quad Thor drop with an armory. I think it was a 1-1 timing.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy.
Forgot about that. That's actually mental.
And it was so sad because it was maybe a month ago. It was relatively recently. We casted him once again. I think it was ESL Open Cup Asia or maybe another event.
It was years ago.
It was literally years ago. And he tried to do it against Solar, and then Solar just like went for a roach timing and killed him. It was like, oh
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it should be good, but it's pretty sick to watch.
It's good, Papi Copium. It's good. let me believe, Papi. Let me believe.
Well, from QuanTa, we do have something a little bit different starting out here. He's going to be going for Hellions and a few extra Marines as well. So there's a couple reasons you could be doing this. It could be either for a Hellbat build, or it could just be to deny scouting, because he might be going for something like BCs.
Or Thors.
Or Thors, but no, there we go. The Fusion Core does in fact go down.
There's no hidden Terran like Thor upgrade in the Fusion Core, right? There's no
The Thor Core.
The Thor Core. Make it happen, Stormgate. As we do have a couple of Hellions just dipping out across map, just confirming the third base timing. You know, if any drones were to rock up, he'd be able to try and punish them. But there's no real signs from aggression from Demi. He's just been chilling at home and droning, and still hasn't been able to scout the main base.
Yeah, I mean, he's only just attempting to now, so these the two Marines as well, it would have been suspicious if it was earlier, but now I think it's less suspicious. Maybe the lack of add-on on the racks is a little bit weird. I'm not really sure. I'm not privy with all of the Zerg scouting myself.
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree that the lack of add-on there on the racks is kind of weird. I mean, he does see the 111, he does see the BC that is on the way. I mean, technically it could be something else, but he can slowly piece things together as he just continues queen production. And as long as he has enough queens, as long as they're in position, he should be okay.
Yeah, I think with the timing that he sent that in as well, that would usually be seeing cloaks. So we'll have to wait and see what his reaction is going to be if he throws down multiple spores in the main or anything like that. The way that he's positioning as well. But it looks like just a pretty standard game so far coming out from Demi. And yeah, just one spore for each base.
Yeah, one spore. Looking at his vision, Demi even slipped a couple of lings into the main base. Did confirm the fusion core, so he knows 100% what is going to be coming his way. Even ups to make his lair at the third base. Interesting choice. You could argue maybe safer than his main if he thinks the BCs are going to rock up there first, if things get a little bit crazy. But yeah, that queen count, maybe we already have 10 of them.
Yeah, so that's going to be really nice for Demi. He is just continuing to make the queens. QuanTa instead going to be diving in the front here. This is something I've been seeing Terran players do a little bit more often lately, but the positioning for Demi is going to be pretty good. Only one queen's going to be going down. These Lings and Banes should be able to push back the Hellions. He is going to be losing a few, but as long as he's not losing drones, not the end of the world.
Yeah, 2 queens in total and only Ling Bane. In saying that, there's not that much transfused energy, but in the end, QuanTa, he will back off. He will get an Overlord, and oh my god, we have four factories? That's a lot of factories.
Yeah.
That's 5 in total, Papi. Oh my god.
Ooh. I think he accidentally took one of those gas workers out as well. But yeah, going to be going for 5 factories. Getting a pretty quick armory as well. This is a very quick second armory. You might be getting your wish.
Yo, let's go. I mean, I need the add-on swap. Oh, let's go! Reactors on the way! He knows, Papi, he knows.
I don't believe yet. I don't believe yet.
You're like, he's just going for Hellbat drop Scorpion, Papi. Obviously, that's what he's doing.
You naughty boy, teasing me. So we do have this Hellbat. It's going to be taking out Queen. Very cute little grenade bounce there as well. Demi's going to be deflecting this BC up towards that main, which does get out of there. Really important that he keeps that alive. And yeah, behind this Demi going for the Spire, going for a good amount of roach speed as well. So definitely expecting mech quite accurately. But yeah, as for what kind of mech, I don't know if he's going to know it's going to be this.
Yeah, very special kind of mech, Papi, because we got the 1-1 armory upgrades on the way. The reactor just finished up as well. But we don't have any Thors yet. I don't really think we have the production for the economy for it.
We don't have Thors. Where are the Thors?
Where are they? Look at all these
Why would you do this? message him and be like, do you want us to pause? Did you forget the hotkey for Thor?
Oh my god. Well, I mean, this is what I'm worried about. You know, in the new meta with the new balance patch, with the new map pool as well, it could be that QuanTa, maybe he's a little bit disillusioned, and maybe he's you know, kind of lured in by battle mech instead, which is not a good thing.
He's camping, Poppy. No.
But what about the reactor starport? What about the starport?
It could have been cool.
Oh my god. Well, look, maybe he'll make them later. Okay, maybe he'll make them later.
Okay. You're just saying that.
Maybe he wants to hit a 2-2 timing instead.
Oh, let's go.
Yo.
The 2-2 Thor, 8 Thor timing.
Oh my
Double
god.
everything. Double everything.
Oh my god. It's like, do you want to take these 4 Thors or give it to the next guy and double it? It's like, yeah, give it to the next guy.
Double or nothing.
Give it to me.
Let it ride. As we do see that 4cc going to be coming up. Definitely a bit of a later 4cc timing when it comes to mech. You can go for much greedier styles of mech here where you go for even a 4th on 3 factory or something like that. But QuanTa, I think just recognizing that it's a bit of a smaller map, that Demi might go for a more aggressive approach as well, is just playing this extremely safe and slowly.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, just denying the 5th base over and over again. We see the BC rocking up towards the south as well, but the Queens are in position, so this BC shouldn't be able to do too much damage. And I'm really just waiting to see how Demi kind of diversifies this. For the time being, just pure Ling Bane Roach Ravager is just going to rush with a more ground-oriented composition despite that Spire. Is that going to work? We'll see, because that tank count is getting quite high.
Is this like generalizing a bit too much, or do you agree that all mech players use this skin?
Yeah, you have to. it's
TY skin.
Yeah, it's illegal not to, Poppy. What do you mean?
Oh, as here we go, this Roach Ravager push is getting absolutely decimated by the tank line. That tank line goes so deep, and oh, Demi, he's charging in. I don't know if this is really the move here. Maybe Demi just not realizing how committed QuanTa has been to making units and how slowly he's been expanding, and the fact that he doesn't really need to commit so heavily here, and this is where things can get pretty scary.
Demi just lost like 30
everything?
to 50 supply for one. He got one tank. He got one tank and lost everything else. Ay, ay, ay.
That was a light move if I've ever seen. Some light anti-mech. As we do see everything that stands between this tank army and the 4th base here is about 6 Ravagers.
Pretty much, as the 5th base is going to be going down once again, and there's not really much to stop QuanTa from continuing to push on. We have 21 mutas on the way, and to be fair, we only have 3 Cyclones.
Yeah, QuanTa is really lacking when it comes to the anti-air, and this is really nice from Demi that he had this tech switch prepared, ready to go. It can be a really solid way to play against mech, just to have some tech switches to take the Terran player off guard. And I mean, he doesn't really want to give this base up, so it is a bit awkward, but here we go. First few mutas going to be coming in, sniping down those Cyclones straight away, and what is QuanTa going to do? Is he going to try to get out of there, or is he going to commit to the base? The base does go down.
Base goes down, but oh, these tanks are rallying into the deaths right now. The mutas are getting out of control. Finally, we're getting our wish, and the Thors are coming out, but is it too late? I doubt it, because 19 drones just died. But
yeah, Demi is in a world of trouble here. I mean, we do have QuanTa desperately trying to get those turrets up. Those Thors, if they don't get Magic Box, could do a lot of damage, but I really like this from Demi. I would love to see him just charge straight into the main, to be honest, but this is good value as well, taking out all these tanks.
A lot of tanks are going to be going down here. The turrets are not going to be good enough. The repair, no, the repairs aren't good enough either, and the mass muta switch is what Demi needed.
Mate, nothing can kill mutas. Demi said these casters, they wanted to see some Thors, and they're going to get to see some Thors, whether you like it or not.
I got their back, Swappy. I'll force the Thors out if I have to, and the Thors are here, but a little bit too late. QuanTa, he's still ahead when it comes to the worker count. He still has a pretty strong economy, but this muta cloud is insane, and he's now going into the main.
Yeah, he will be diving on straight into the main. Both of those turrets go down. Those SCVs left empty-handed trying to take that. The depot is going to be going down as well. And here we go. Demi going to be charging on the front with the Roach Ravager. Not going to be the best trades in the world, but there's just no economy to replace this.
Yeah, there is nothing to replace this. The Thors are going to be going down one after the other. The Mutas are still wreaking havoc in the main base as well. The magic boxing is good enough and may give Demi some mutas. He can make some magic happen. We thought that he made a mistake losing all those roaches earlier, but really he was just clearing up supply.
He was just baiting the push so he could clean it up with the mutas.
Yeah, exactly. The big brain plays, Papi, as the third base is broken. QuanTa, he still has a base towards the south, but it's not even fully saturated. And Demi, throughout all of this, was able to drone up a little bit, was able to get these other bases up and running.
Yeah, I thought I was going to start talking about how there's like a world in which QuanTa gets back into this, and then I looked at the supplier, and I don't think we're in that world.
No. Oh god, not like this, Pop. You know, the world where he could have won this game is the world where he went for the quad Thor drop, okay?
Yeah. That's his like Spider-Verse.
He's crazy. Look
at
him
go.
go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He knows that's what he needs to do.
We make the comeback and then we never make that mistake again. Yeah. Always quad Thor drop.
Always, Papi. As oh my god, the biles are raining down upon this base. Planetary is going to be going down, but not before the medevacs come out. Not before QuanTa can lift and drop some Thors.
I mean, these mutas just killed everything in the main at the same time as this. Demi's got to be wondering what he's got to do to get QuanTa out of this game. As the Roaches and Ravagers going to be jumping on top of the last of the army. Looks like, I think QuanTa made his Thors kill each other just for fun there at the end, and GG is called.
GG, well played. Demi, things are looking quite scary for him. There were definitely moments where his opponent was looking quite powerful, where QuanTa was ahead, but QuanTa neglected his anti-air, and Demi abused that to its fullest.
Yeah, exactly. Demi just hit a really sharp timing with the mutas, with that signature unit of his, of course, and got her done.
He got her done, and GG, well played. Demi will be dethroning QuanTa and become the current king of the hill, and we are going to be hopping over to the land of Europe for our next game.
Alright, see you there.
Exactly. Also, Asher.
What?
Don't eat Rufus.
I'm going to. I'm gonna put Vegemite on him and eat him, puppy.
Oh no, not like this.
Where is he? He's hiding. I think he heard.
I'm just seeing that poor kitten behind you with the with the bread. Oh.
Hang on, if I can get the cheddar. Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's next.
Hey, he knows. He likes it.
Oh my god.
It's the way it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Trying to hop on over to land of Europe, and we're gonna be getting a Protoss player next, a player that that I haven't seen in a long time. Actually, it's been a while. I'd be shocked if you can guess who it is.
Beyond. Is it
Beyond?
Parting.
It's Mahu off racing, Papi.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
Oh my god. As
I'm not gonna guess.
It is. So, oh my! Actually, you could be related. Now that I think about it, it just hit me. It is not AsherBro. It's AshBringer.
Ah. AshBringer. Yeah, I got seen AshBringer recently.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
We haven't casted him recently, but maybe you've seen him on a stream or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's really cool to see AshBringer once again rocking up here. You know, Ash is he your cousin? Is he your brother? What's
Yes.
Okay. You know, just a part of the Ash family, the Ketchum family.
The Ketchum family.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Just looking at my match history, I played one game on EU.
Oh.
And it was against a Protoss called Thank You Pain.
Oh my god.
He liked it, puppy.
Did you bring him the pain?
I mean, this is a very short game, so I suppose so.
Oh my god.
Oh, what is this build? Oh my god. He's an animal.
I mean, I like how you only played one game. It sounds like you won it, but that wasn't enough to keep you around. You're like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, it's too much. The ping is it's rough. Actually, I got my ping down to 250.
Oh, that's still rough, but that's pretty good.
Pretty good for you. Yeah,
definitely.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, the players just setting.
To me, Pa.
They're just setting up their vetoes. They're getting ready for us. Oh god, but yeah, Asher. So how was your day? How was Mix's tournament as well? There were multiple games to be had, other than just Honmono.
Yeah. Who won?
Trigger.
I had Trigger. Yeah, Trigger kind of owned everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think he dropped a map actually.
Yeah, I mean, wait, hey, Eric took a game in the finals, all right?
Oh yeah. He took one, yeah.
He clowned it.
Eric. He had no fear.
No fear, mate. The only fear he had was to make drones, Papi.
He's terrified of that.
But yeah, it was really cool to see a lot of people come together. You know, you were there. Kuro signed up. Jadoff signed up as well. Volt. All the Terrans and all the fans came together, which was really sick.
All the boys.
Yeah, I think and we even had some pretty surprising results. Eric beat Ratata, which was shocking. I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect that to happen.
I feel like Ratata definitely the favorite there in that ladder, in that bracket, but yeah. Had a bit of a pop off there.
Definitely. So really impressive stuff. You know, we'll see if Migs does it again. I know Migs, he was having a really hard time. Like, I don't know if you saw, but like around the 4-hour mark, he's like, I want to leave.
I didn't want to cast, yeah.
Get me out, Papi.
Weak.
His voice was failing him. You know, he wanted to eat some pizza, and he couldn't handle it.
Now that you mention it, kind of do want to eat some pizza.
Yo, are we ordering pizza? Is that happening?
I think it's too late.
No. You say I'm pretty sure. It's Friday night. They've got to deliver at midnight, right?
I don't know. Let me see what's open.
It's not going to be amazing, but you know, can't be that bad.
All right, Uber Eats.
Super.
What have you got? What have you got for me?
You gotta have like Pizza Hut and stuff, right? Like.
I don't know. Looks like just kebab and McDonald's. Pizza. Oh yeah, there's some pizza open.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there is a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I thought Pizza Hut like wasn't a thing anymore.
What?
Well, I normally just get like whatever the local pizza place is.
Yeah. It is usually better, but
maybe I do want a pizza. That's crazy. I don't know. We put that away.
Oh.
What pizza do you get, Let?
What if you got 2 pizzas? I'm boring. I mean, I think I've said this before. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce on pizza. I'm not a fan.
Okay, that's fair.
It's too sweet. It's too much. It's like Look, I'm here for like savory, salty food. I don't need no barbecue sauce. Okay, it's too much. It's too much.
Okay. So what do you have?
I usually just get like Just like
You're not a margarita person, are you?
No, just me.
Okay,
Just like cheese, ham, you know, cabanossi, you know, maybe some pepperoni or salami.
Okay. Okay.
But
That sounds pretty good. Olives?
with a tomato sauce base. Olives?
Yeah.
If I'm feeling spicy, I'll get olives. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mushroom.
You know, that's a Melbourne thing to get the margarita. People here really like just margarita, and I've just never understood it.
They would. No, they think it's trendy.
I don't get it. It's like just get a garlic bread.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is kind of nice, but like I'd never get one myself. If someone else bought one and I had a few slices, like I get it. Like it's just plain cheese. Like it's pretty nice.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever ordered a margarita pizza.
It's good if you go to one of those places that do like the Sicilian style flat ones.
Mm-hmm.
The ones where it's kind of like floppy with the really like light bread with like the big puffy crusts.
Yeah, but you go to a pizza joint for cheese on bread? Like,
well, if it's one of those. But then it's even nicer if you just get one that's like tomato and like some garlic and olive oil and like just some basil. That's all you need.
Oh, but that's like uber fancy.
That's
like
style.
Yeah. True. What's your go-to?
I actually really like chicken and pineapple.
Chicken and
mushroom.
Pineapple.
Chicken, mushroom, and pineapple. That's killer combo.
Okay. I don't think
I would be a Hawaiian person, but I don't eat ham.
You don't eat ham? Oh,
no.
On pizza, it's so good.
Yeah, I know it's good, but it's also just like it's just not really food, is it?
But it's getting if it's going inside you, it's food. Okay.
If you eat it without looking and without thinking, and you just taste the flavors that they designed for you.
Yeah. Just get it in.
Just get it in. I think I've worked at too much hospo places to eat stuff like that. Like when you see it in like a giant cube, kind of puts you off a bit. That's fair.
And I know people who've like worked at like a Porto's or like worked at like, you know, like these like fast food places, and they're like, yeah, nah, I'm never again, puppy, never again.
As if you like that. The other one, it never put me off because I love hot cross buns too much, but the stuff like the cross that goes on the hot cross buns, because I didn't eat hot cross buns for ages because I worked at a Baker's Delight, and like on Good Friday we made 12,000 hot cross buns. Jeez. Not even joking.
Jesus.
That stuff that makes the cross, it's impossible to wash out of the bucket. It just like, I don't know what it's made of, but it just doesn't wash off. And it like sticks to your hands, and it sticks to the like sponge, and it sticks to the bucket. I don't think that should be going in you.
You're like, mate, we have to like get paint thinner to like clean the buckets, mate. It's not
pretty much.
Oh my god. It's not of this world.
Speaking of not of this world, let's go. Here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map for Alpha X. Oh, I just thought of a very inappropriate way to introduce him. It is Demi. I'll put it in live feed.
And sporting in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood LE, we have the teal Protoss player representing Team Starcom. It is AshBringer. I gotta check the live feed now. I'm pretty sure we've said that before.
Okay.
Not quite like that, but those words have been put together before here on the CranKy Ducklings. You're an animal.
I just got a bit excited.
What's it gonna take for it to go all the way, puppy? What's it?
The full 5 bars of reception.
Oh my god. 5G, puppy, let's go.
Anyway, we do have pretty standard looking ZVP. The natural is not in the natural, as is tradition, and just a pretty normal build coming out from AshBringer as well. Going to be going for that Nexus before the core, and what do you reckon? It's going to be a Stargate, isn't it?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I say assume just because I haven't personally seen AshBringer in a very long time. So I'm not too familiar with his tendencies overall. So I'm ready to be wowed. I'm ready to be excited. I'm ready not to see standard ZVP play. Or maybe I am. Maybe I want to see, you know, some Blink Stalkers or some Chargelets. You know, I want to see that full reception.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Will Demi be able to excite you? As it looks like, yeah, gonna be that Stargate coming out first. So a few different things this could be. I feel like Protoss players have gotten very versatile as of late. Not that they weren't before, but it feels like when that hero style just came out with Oracle and Blink, that was just what everyone was doing all the time, and it was a bit unusual to mix it up. Whereas now that the meta's developed a bit more, we're seeing like Stargate go into Glaives, we're seeing Stargate into Charge, we're seeing those big kind of Charge Archon timings. We're even seeing 3-base Blink all-ins with Oracles ahead of them.
Yeah, personally, I think it's all Hero's fault. Like, in a way, because I don't know if you remember this, but when Hero kind of popularized his style of Blink Stalker play with Oracles to support, if you remember, people were trying to emulate it, but very quickly people started to kind of have their own take on it, because Hero's composition and the way that he played was very micro intensive, and a lot of players just couldn't really do it themselves. So they kind of took the concept overall, and they came up with their own variations, with their own Blink all-in variations, or different transitions into Robo Colossus, and it kind of just opened the door for like so much more play. It's like the Protoss realized, oh, we can do something other than make Void Rays. Oh.
We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want, Puppy. Oh my god.
Are you trying to say it's a skill issue?
It's a brain issue, okay? That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Even worse. My goodness.
Oh my god. No, but what I'm saying is that the mind is open. The mind is open, and now, you know, there's nothing that they can't do.
They've been awakened. Red. Is it red? Red-pilled Protosses. The hero-pilled.
They are Neo, Papi. They can see the code, they can see the matrix, and we'll see where things go from here. So far, pretty standard. We have a triple Oracle opener. Behind this, we haven't seen any tech thrown down yet.
Yeah, we got a pretty quick cancel on that third coming out from Demi, so just keeping on top of that as we do see going up to 200 gas now. Should be seeing that first tech go down, and it's going to be a Robo. Okay. Interesting.
Is he?
What does it mean?
He's crazy. He's actually doing whatever he wants.
I don't actually think I've seen this before. I mean, there we go. There's the Twilight, there's the Forge. So just a little bit later, maybe just doing things a little bit in his, kind of just doing things in his own order, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, his own take to things. With a faster Robo, you can go into a faster Immortals and maybe even a faster Robotics Bay, but because of all this tech, I doubt it's going to be a fast Bay. So just maybe trying to be safe, maybe trying to be secure in his own play style. As for the time being, he has map control. He's able to just get his eye on things, and Demi is able to kind of drone up uncontested.
Why did the runner's boyfriend have disruptors so soon? Because he's got a fast bay.
What? Wait,
She's a runner.
What was the start of the question?
Why did the runner's boyfriend have such quick disruptors?
Why is it so convoluted?
He's got a fast bay.
My brain can't wrap my head around that. The boyfriend's runner? What?
The runner's boyfriend.
Okay.
Why did he have such drop display?
Because he has a fast
Stay with
pay.
Exactly. As we do see 6 gateway is going to be going up. Charge and +1 on the way, as well as those immortals that you were talking about before. So looks like we're going to be having a pretty strong 3-base timing coming out from AshBringer. Meanwhile, on the side of Demi, we are seeing Roaches and Hydras, upgrades for both as well, and they should be timed out pretty well to deal with this.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Something we don't see too often. Demi is going Roach Hydra.
I thought this was illegal.
Yeah, this is a meme. This is like Heart of the Swarm play. But we'll see how it kind of comes all together. Ooh, as a little bit of miscontrol, one of these oracles is going to be going down. I am fond of the roaches, and this composition does make a little bit of sense. But like, because we're spending so much gas on both the roaches and the hydras, like, and even these ravagers as well, we'll see if this all kind of comes together for Demi.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't understand fully how it synergizes. It feels like the Ravagers and the Hydras do a pretty similar job here. But yeah, that remains to be seen. Looks like he's going to be going for a bit of an attack here, and AshBringer just assuming the role of the defender.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to take this forward 4th base here. He's already in position, but this is pretty wide open. Despite having these sentries, I don't know how well force fields are going to help him out, especially with all these Ravagers.
I mean, they're pretty good force fields, but at the same time, there is no shield battery here. It is starting to finish up now, but Demi, he is relentless. He's getting right on top of this. The base will be cancelled. Looks like the shield battery going to be going down as well, and Demi, he's bringing in queens. He is really committing to this push.
And I'm sure right now AshBringer is hoping and wishing that his bait was just a little bit faster, because it never arrived. She was never here, Poppy. Without disruptors, going up against this incredibly bulky, chunky army is going to be a tough ask here. We have some charge outs, but honestly not that many of them.
May not be fast, but I'm sure she's good at other stuff. She could do shot put, you know. It's other option.
What's the scenario? Why is she playing shot put? What's happening right now?
Well, for some reason in my head, she has to do some kind of athletics. She's not a runner. Okay, what options do we have left?
Oh my god, there you go, people. Now I know as well. How do you get into the heart of Asher? You gotta do shot.
You gotta be athletic.
Oh my god. As we do see AshBringer trying to break on out here, the move command. A lot of these ults are going to be going down a little bit prematurely, and the Roach Ravager. Oh my god, the Sage Trap goes up.
Oh, yeah, nice bait there, but the DPS of the Hydras is really helping when it comes to these Archons and the Immortals. We are going to start to break through the Archons, but without those extra Roaches to beef up this army, suddenly Demi's units just go down in the flash of an eye. He is going to be remaking them very quickly, but we're going to have a scary moment here.
Oh, definitely. That was a very expensive loss for Demi, and it's going to take a while to replenish that. Meanwhile, what did AshBringer lose? He lost his Cyber Core, to be fair, and that's pretty big. Is it really, though? Because he has charge lots. Like, you don't need a Cyber Core to warp in any additional Zealots, so AshBringer's not in the worst position. We'll have to try to work on regaining that 4th base, though.
Charge lots are they're pretty fast, huh?
Oh, are they faster than the Bay?
They good at running?
Are they? Are they giving you a semi?
Oh no! What? We got Demi.
I mean, are they giving you a Demi? As we have an infestation pit thrown down, we have a Lunker Den as well. Demi looking to transition into lurker play. Now we know why he made Hydras.
Yeah, to make lurkers.
Yeah.
I thought that was the only reason you make Hydras.
It's true.
Isn't that the Zerg Cabal message? It's one of the core tenets.
It may be the Zerg Cabal message. It's not the C Zerg message, though. Okay, you know, we do things a little bit differently down here. Sometimes we make Hydras because we think they're good, and they're not, and then we die. But for the time being, yeah, we have more lurkers being morphed in. We've got lurker range on the way as well. The hive is done. It's gonna take a while for Demi to like max out with his ideal army here, but if he wants to hit soon, he may not intend to wait for range.
Yeah, I mean, we're even seeing +3 range. I feel like I have not seen +3 range in a ZVP in a long time.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. And we'll see if it works out. I mean, thankfully for Demi, AshBringer hasn't started to transition into Sky Toss. Despite that, though, his army is still pretty terrifying.
Yeah, AshBringer has a massive army. I mean, this isn't even really half his army. A bit of a shame here that he doesn't have the Immortals. They are going to be going for a counterattack. They would have really helped when it came to dealing with these lurkers, but it looks like Demi, yeah, recognizing he needs to pull back. He can't he can't give up that base down to the south here.
Yeah, exactly. And his position has been broken on the right-hand side. Those Immortals, they were a little bit busy taking down an entire base. Meanwhile, the Archons are getting on top of the lurkers.
Yeah, the Immortal's going to be chunking down the bases. The Archon's going to be chunking down the lurkers. Demi between... Oh my god, what's the phrase?
Rock in a hot place?
I was going to say a fire in a hot place.
What? What?
GG is called AshBringer. Takes it down.
That's 2 hot places.
Yeah, because I was thinking of out of the frying pan and into the fire and between a rock and a hard place, but at the same time. So I thought of between a fire and a slightly hotter fire.
GG, well played. AshBringer does take the game and is now our new king of the hill.
GG. That's all I got to say.
I wish. Oh my god. Yeah, really intense game there. A reason for those wondering, like, typically a big reason why going for Roach Hydra isn't an ideal thing, just because it's an inefficient way to spend your resources, and it does mean that it takes going into something like Lurkers a little bit longer. And I don't know if you noticed, but Demi was struggling to max out. Ideally, when you're going for Lurkers like this, you have a more Ling Bane supportive army. It's cheaper. You can kind of get it quite quickly. You can slow an army down. That's typically why something like that is a little bit more ideal. We saw here that he was really struggling to have anything kind of as a buffer between his Lurkers and all those Archons. And the Archons, they're pretty good, even without the Immortals.
Yeah, for sure. And that was just a really nice splitting of his army as well. The Archons did a really good job just slowing down those lurkers enough. And the counterattack was just so threatening. And yeah, Demi unfortunately just caught it a bit of an awkward timing though. Yeah,
just very awkward timing indeed. And AshBringer, you know, all he had to do was just hold down the fort. He, for the most part, kind of stood back home and received for a long time until it was his turn. So GG, well played. AshBringer, after not seeing him for quite some time, he comes out and takes down Demi. Pretty impressive.
I found my sandwich.
Oh,
can I eat him?
Oh no, Rufio. Oh, he doesn't know what's happening to the kitten behind him.
He's too trusting.
Oh my god. Shout out to Rufio. He's beautiful. He's the star of the show, buddy. The star of the show.
Ah!
Oh.
Okay, he didn't like them.
He could sense your intent, Buffy. He could feel that something was wrong.
Doesn't want to be a sandwich. As here we go, we do have our next game lined up. So for AshBringer, we are going to be having one of the Syntax boys, one of the old Syntax.
The
previous Syntax?
Yeah.
X-Syntax, that's the one.
The slightly hotter Syntax boys. Let's go.
What does that mean?
That's it. I don't know, but here we go. We are diving in. I was just asking him some questions and trying to get some confirmation, and I do have it. Currently, he is teamless, just on a clan with the ex-Syntax boys. Yeah.
Called beer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's what he lacks. Beer, no money. I like it.
That's a problem. That's not a good thing.
Solution.
Oh boy.
As here we go, we have him spawning up here in the top right hand corner of the map with that beautiful beer logo. next to the lovely purple CC. Oh, so aesthetic. I'm done appreciating it. We have NoMercy.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have the teal Protoss player. I hope he's thirsty. I hope he's hungry. I hope he's a purple people eater, because representing Starcom, it is AshBringer. Because his opponent's purple.
Yeah, and he's gonna make people.
Oh,
he's a people. He's a Terran.
He is a Terran.
I'm kind of surprised I picked Terran. I never really liked the humans in most things.
You're like, I never really liked people.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I feel like in RPGs, like I think I always pick elves in RPGs.
True.
Because like, especially in high fantasy, humans are awful. They always make humans like really lame.
Yeah, humans are usually boring, like in RPGs or anything.
Yeah,
like
and like
that.
they're kind of royal and kind of dicks.
Why did you pick them? What happened, Pop? What happened?
Well, I guess it's different in sci-fi.
I guess so. I mean, you could argue that like the high elves in StarCraft are Protoss, right?
Yeah. I mean, like Protoss would make more sense. Maybe I am a Protoss.
Maybe you are AshBringer. Maybe he's here to bring you
my destiny.
Yeah.
I'm the Ash of the Bring.
Oh. Oh boy.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a NoMercy special. I do remember that he always did this build with the Rax Factory racks on one base. This is kind of like what we saw. Remind me. QuanTa.
QuanTa, yeah.
Against Spatz.
There you go.
Like
Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
Pretty similar. To be fair, when it comes to QuanTa, it felt like a reaction to the proxy that he was dealing with, but NoMercy just came to the table with this already in hand, as there we go, the one base 2-1-1. Oh my god.
Crazy. As we do see coming out from AshBringer, actually going to be going for a Sentry first. This is a bit of a new opener that's been made possible by the Sentry building a little bit faster. It didn't used to come out in time to deal with a Reaper, but since the patch, this is something that people have been playing around with a little bit more, with mixed success. I'm still yet to see a lot of it. I'm going to see a Forge go down behind this. So yeah, AshBringer got some new tech here for us. It looks like it's going to be a very fast +1. I really hope that this isn't the Australia build that he did with the Adepts.
I mean,
where he like Prism dropped in 2 Adepts and with +1 they had 2-shot instead of 3-shotting.
Jesus, we'll see what happens. I mean, this is pretty important, and I do think against a player like NoMercy, it's really smart. There we go, as we cancel the Forge upon spotting the one base all in. Everything was scattered by that hallucination.
Yeah, okay. So this looks a bit more normal. We're having pretty much a 3-gate blink setup here. We don't have a robo for AshBringer, so a little bit of a scary moment here, as it looks like, yeah, NoMercy going to be hitting a very sharp, clean timing. Going to be going a little bit earlier than what we saw QuanTa doing, not waiting for that tank, just going straight in with the Cyclone here, trying to catch AshBringer off guard, and I think he is going to succeed in doing that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, already AshBringer does kind of swat him away, so NoMercy has to kind of respect that decision. We do see AshBringer actually is not going for Blink, by the way. We see Charge instead.
Yeah, I do like this. He's going to have to be chronoing that over and over again, and there's going to be a few scary little moments while he tries to get that up, but once that does get up, that crushes tank pushes, and we do see NoMercy. He dips back home to pick up that tank with the medevac, just get it across the map a little bit faster. SCVs are here now. Liberator is on the way, but AshBringer, he's got 3 batteries here. He's got extra pylons coming up, plenty of gateways on the way as well as his robo, so as long as he can delay this until charge comes up, he should be okay here.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit more time. Charge is almost done. It still needs a couple more seconds to finish on up. Meanwhile, NoMercy is slow pushing this natural, slowly leapfrogging his Liberators and tanks, and this may just be enough time. Charge is now done.
Yeah, charges finished up. We see those first few zealots being warped in here as well. NoMercy should have been able to see that too, so there we go. Going to be seeing some bunkers go down. Might even be seeing a few extra bunkers around eBay as well, just to create a bit of a choke for those zealots to run into. But no, here we go. AshBringer going to be diving on top of this army right away.
Oh yeah, he dives on forward. He's going to be able to get one tank. He gets the Liberator. It looks like he should be able to get the second tank. No, the zealots run out.
Ooh. Yeah, good micro coming out from NoMercy. Very clean stutter stepping, and with that, he is going to be able to start creeping up here. Looks like the bunker not quite going to get done. The SEV wasn't building that, but here we go. It is going up now. Do we have another zealot warp in for AshBringer?
We need a little bit more here. He's warping in a sentry right now. We have an overcharge as well, but there just aren't enough units here. He's warping in 3 zealots at a time, but that may not be enough. But now we have an immortal.
Yeah, we have an immortal. Time to pull the boys, and there we go. He is going to do exactly that. Bunker's going to be filling up. We have a few SCVs here to repair it as well, but the immortal should be able to deal with that. It does go down, and every single probe goes down as well.
Oh my god, the immortal will barely be able to take down that tank with the last shot, and now it looks like AshBringer has held or is actually pushing this back. Liberator is going to put a stop to that. Meanwhile, the worker counts are evened up.
Yeah, it is evened up. I will point out, though, that NoMercy's still on 1 base, and we'll eventually start to mine that out. Looks like, yeah, AshBringer going to be pushing this back for the moment. Might even be able to get the MindelVK here.
Oh, let's go. It's going to try and focus it down. Looks like the MindelVK should go down in the end, and that is the end of this push. GG, well played. AshBringer takes down NoMercy.
GG. That was pretty scary looking, though. I think that was getting close.
That was getting pretty close. Oh my god. The timing of that immortal was exactly what AshBringer needed. And on top of that as well, maybe the fact that the bunker, it took a little bit too long to finish as well. You know, the couple of seconds where that was kind of left to its own devices may have been enough to sway things in NoMercy's favor. It's kind of hard to say. Really close, really close.
Yeah, definitely. But a pretty clutch hold in the end. Manages to get those charge lots out. Manages to get that hold. And yeah, that's a really nice hold for that as well, for the 1 base builds. I think a lot of people don't do it, but it's really solid. I remember Peak likes to do that as well.
Yeah, it's always really like strong to mix in, especially because it's not very common. I do think it was a little bit unlucky that for NoMercy that AshBringer happened to open up sentry, and because of that was able to get a full scout of the main base, and we saw immediately just kind of switch gears and attempted to transition or to respond to what his opponent was doing. So a little bit unlucky in that sense, but yeah, really cool to see AshBringer playing around with some new openers.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the advantage there of opening up with that sentry, is especially if you think you're the stronger player and you just don't want to get caught off guard. I mean, Protosses are always complaining about not being able to scout a Terran. And you can if you really want.
Well, like, you have the tools, Papi. You have the tools.
Yeah, you have the tools. You just gotta use that big brain of yours.
Well, I mean, they now are, you know, they're slowly starting to kind of broaden their horizons a little bit, and that is kind of our reality that we're in. So very well done there by AshBringer to now take 2 games, and we'll see if anyone can stop him, because we have another player, we have an opponent, we have a teammate of AshBringer.
Ooh.
Who else is on StarCon? Pop quiz time.
Braddock.
Oh! Almost. Also, I don't think... Is Braddock on StarCon?
Maybe not anymore. I feel like he was.
I think so. But our lobby...
if I'm right.
Our lobby has been made. We are gonna be getting on into this, and it is a Terran player. It is a Terran.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed this.
It is, of course, going to be the Ukrainian Terran, Kaz.
Whoa. It's like, who's Chill Marine?
You're like, is that Baby Marine's little brother? Is that so? What's happening right now?
A cool name.
Yeah, it's chill. It's nice.
Papakas. As here we go, our current King of the Hill spawning in on the bottom left-hand corner of the map for StarCom Academy. This is AshBringer.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood LE, we have his opponent, the Ukrainian Terran player representing StarCom Gaming. It is Kaz.
Ooh.
What he's
doing a cool build.
Oh.
Gas first.
Oh.
This is quite unusual for TVP. I mean, often this is paired with a eBay block into a fast cyclone. That's something that Clem was playing around for a really long time. But it doesn't look like he's going to be going for that. So the other things it could be is with that fast factory, it could be a very fast mine drop with cloak, or maybe a Hellion drop as well.
Yeah, we'll see what that gas is going to be used for. As you were kind of pointing out yourself, there's no like SCV out on the map for any kind of hyper aggression or anything like that. And AshBringer is going to be able to slip into the main base and should be able to get an eye on the timing. The fact that the gas is already completed, as he's just going to spend some time just being a little bit annoying, doing what Protoss probes do best. Oh.
True, they are annoying.
Oh. And dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, links are dangerous too, but they're less annoying.
Because they're not dangerous, man. They just want
they're more dead.
They just want to be friends.
And a probe. They just want to look at everything and run around. Get out of here.
You say that, mate. There are some danger probes out there that hunt down SCVs.
True.
Okay. There's some hero probes out there.
The curry probes of the world.
Yeah. Oh my god. I like how that's just your interpretation of Stephen Curry for forever. It's just the guy with the probe.
The guy with the annoying probe, yeah.
He's an Hannibal. It's like me when I'm like Jadolf. He's the guy that just mechs every game.
Yeah, like, it's just the mech PC guy every game.
Every game, Bobby, every game.
And to be fair, I think Stephen Curry does do that every game. I mean, why not? It's not really any drawback.
True.
And Hero does it.
Yeah. You know, must be good. As behind this, AshBringer, his tech of choice has been thrown down. He is going to be opening up with a bit of a Stargate.
Yeah, but I mean, Cuss, yeah, he could have gone for the scout there if he wanted to. He might have been able to dip in through that jump on the left there. But yeah, there we go. We are going to be seeing that on swap. It is going to be Hellions to start off with. This could still be a couple Hellions into a 4 mine drop. That's a bit of a sneaky little trick build that was going around for a little while, where basically you run in, you blanket all the units in the wall with that mine drop, and then you have the Hellion drop come in behind it. It's a really cool build.
Ooh, okay. You've piqued my interest, and mate, as if on cue, after the first 2 Hellions, we have a couple of mines on the way. Reaper does get trapped, but look at all those probe kills.
That was an insane Reaper. So 3 probes go down. We do get that scout on the Stargate as well. Even throws that grenade to bounce back the Adepts and try to buy himself a little bit more time. And there we go. We do see the mine drop. We see the MindelVK as well. But we're going to be committing the Hellions right away.
Yeah, the Hellions are already here across the map. They aren't going to be able to do too much damage. The probes are lining up, but the shield battery is going to try and keep them alive. Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh, we have an overcharge. So that's pretty good damage in and of itself. 2 probes going to be going down as well. There's 1 Hellion not going to be able to DPS through the shield battery, but it does dip back in for the extra scouting. Sees the second Stargate unit as well, so that's a nice little pickup there, and is going to be going Viking behind that just to help deal with this Oracle.
Oh yeah, the Oracle is zooming across the map. The Oracle is going to be missing this drop though, as the MindelVK also moves out at the same time. And what do we have at home to defend? Because the Widow Mines, they're loaded up. There is 1 Widow Mine at home though.
Cool build. Yeah, it looks like he is just going to be keeping 1 Widow Mine back, but good amount of SCV damage going to be going down that Widow Mine. Not in the best spot there. The Viking is going to pop out on time, and we can go for this Widow Mine drop now.
Yeah, here we go. The mine drop is going in towards the natural waste, but it has been spotted already. Oh god, looks like the Widow Mines aren't going to be able to do too much damage. A couple of probes go down, but only a couple.
Ooh, yeah, just a couple probes, and a Adept goes down as well, but not too much else there. Cast maybe being a little bit greedy, not going for the burrow on that mine, trying to get a better hit, delay a little bit more mining time, but unfortunately for him, The build orders have worked out a little bit rough for him. I mean, Stargate's probably not your favorite thing to see when you're going for this kind of build. At the same time, we do have the transition coming on, and yeah, feels like I'd say the Terran's a little bit behind now, but not too badly.
Yeah, I mean, Kaz, he needed the Akeron Widow Mine, you know, the mine that kills 3 oracles, and unfortunately, you know, his Widow Mine was a little bit out of position. We do see the oracle coming back in towards the natural. Only gets 2 marines before getting the hell out of there, and AshBringer is doing what Protoss love to do, and that is get into a fast robotic spay, get into Colossus production.
I hope it's not the same fast bay that he's getting into. She's taken, puppy. Don't be a home wrecker.
What do you mean? She wasn't in the last game. We were talking about her. She wasn't there.
Is that why she wasn't there?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? It's the same Protoss.
Oh, it's the same Protoss.
What do you mean?
That ruins that storyline.
Oh my god. Well, he forgot her. And now he didn't. Now he wants her back.
I've been thinking about you and I can't live without you. You're so fast. He was like dating this other girl and he was like, race you back to the car, and he raced her back to the car, and he looks back and she's like panting and can't keep up, and he's like, this just isn't working.
He got in and drove away.
Yeah.
He just left.
Dumped her on the spot. It's just, this isn't working for me.
Oh my god.
You're too slow.
They just can't keep up, you know? Can't keep up in the race that is life.
Wow. So deep.
AshBringer, you know, he's a philosopher, you know? He thinks a lot.
But there's someone here that thinks a lot. 'Cause I am not. As we do see, looks like Kaz actually going to be sneaking out a little bit of a mine drop. Just sits it up in the top left-hand corner of the map. So I think he's trying to hide that until he sees the Phoenix. But he does see the Phoenix now. So what are we doing with that mine drop?
Look, he sees some Phoenixes. This could not be all Phoenixes.
True.
He's going for it. Phoenixes are going into the main base. Oh, they're going to be able to get 4 SCVs here. Still no missile turrets, by the way. So a little bit of a greedy move by Kaz, and is being punished for it. There we go. Finally, some turrets are being thrown down. Finally, the 3rd CC is going to be on the way as well. And that mine drop, it's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and there's a cannon there. It's ready to go. Despite the armory finishing up at a nice time here, that one in the main not going to be able to get too much damage. And oh, we just have that picked up before it can burrow there. That's really unfortunate. That would have been really nice to have.
Yeah, oh my god. The mines do 0 damage. 1 zealot went down. We have an observer on the way to help with that detection. And AshBringer's been doing quite a good job defending, but something that we kind of didn't really put too much attention on is that AshBringer's 3rd base was pretty late, all things considered. He did kind of prioritize a lot of his tech and a lot of his production before he got it. So because that, his economy isn't in the most amazing position. And, you know, Kaz, his macro has been pretty solid.
Yeah, Kaz went for a pretty fast 3rd here. Has been able to get that down, get that up and mining. Had to delay that Steam and Combat Shells just a tiny bit as well to get that going, but he threw down that 2nd scan at the natural. He saw that it is Colossus based on the extra gases that he spotted, so he is just going to be sitting back and playing this safe. And I mean, considering that AshBringer hasn't taken a 4th, I think he's going to have to hit a very strong Colossus timing here. Yeah,
I kind of agree with that here, and I assume that's what he's going to be going for. We do have a couple more gateways thrown down. He may just like approach kind of like a safer way of PvT and just go for a later 4th, but we'll see what happens, as he's actually going for a bit of a depth harass. Oh my god.
Yeah, a bit of a friendly tank splash going down the SCVs there, but behind this we do see Kaz is going to be going up into a 2nd starport as well, so very, very quick 2nd starport. Gonna be interesting to see how he wants to use that. I mean, I guess he is floating a fair bit of gas, so why not?
Yeah, pretty interesting here. He's going to be committing into a lot of these Vikings. We have a Ghost Academy on the way. We have a 4th CC on the way as well. So Kaz is looking to get into a longer game. He's got all the tech. He's working on +1 ship weapons as well. AshBringer, I feel like the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be for him to really make this work. To be fair, he has a little buffer for his Colossi with all these Phoenixes, but we'll see how many Vikings we end up with.
Yeah, I mean, for AshBringer, this is going to get a bit weird if he doesn't pull the trigger soon. He still doesn't have a 4th. Throwing down 4 more gateways behind this. Does he have a prism to back this up as well? Yeah, he does have a prism with the army, so he is going to be going for a bit of an all-in timing here, and maybe that's why Kaz threw down that fast 2nd starport. He just recognized that, you know, there's no 4th up just yet, so something very aggressive is going to be coming his way.
And it's right here, about to knock down his front door. So many of these zealots, so many archons as well. For the time being, Kaz actually just doesn't have vision of that main army, but is preparing here outside his natural. Does have a mine here, and Jesus, that's a lot of zealots.
Ooh. Yeah, very good mine shots, getting a huge amount of splash. Really nice EMPs as well. This is a fantastic fight here for Kaz. The Colossus are getting so much damage on these units. Looks like the Archons might be able to break through if he's not careful. Viking's going to hang back, try to take down the Colossus, but this Zealot warping can get a bit scary here.
They really can, and it looks like the Vikings should be able to clean up whatever's in the skies here. Oh my god. Kaz just barely going to be holding on. He gets the Colossus in the end, but as you were saying, the ground army is still looking a little bit terrifying, but the Archon is so close to going down.
And the Archon does go down. We do have a hot pickup on that Immortal, going to be getting it on out of there, but Kaz, he manages to hold without losing, well, only losing 4 SCVs, and he has a 4th up in mining, so feels like Kaz, he just gets that hold, and now he's going to be really far ahead.
Exactly. AshBringer was pretty all in with that. He is taking a 4th place behind this, but this feels like a desperation 4th. Doesn't feel like it was really something that he intended, or that he really intended for the game to go on much longer. So he's in a bit of a rough place. He's actually going for an Immortal drop into the main. Oh god, he's running into Vikings. Oh god.
Yeah, this is a little ill-advised. Immortals... Sorry, Vikings don't do very well against Immortals, but oh, that's cute. I like that.
The micro, he's too quick, too fast.
Oh. What if the base sees how quick he is and she's like, maybe I want to be with him?
I was insinuating that he was the Bay, but okay, that's maybe that's how the story goes.
Trying to steal AshBringer's girl.
Oh my god. And with that, he's just not, he may be stealing more than that, because we got +3 attack on the way. We got so many of these upgrades. The worker count is up to 76. He has rebuilt his army, and now it's Kaz's turn to move out across the map.
Yeah, looks like no lib range just yet, but we do have that +2. That is the magic number when it comes to these liberators here. It does help them do a lot more damage to these units, especially the Stalkers. It'll be 2-shotting those with EMP, 1-shotting those with EMP. As, yeah, we do see he is going to be kind of trying to wedge himself between the bases here with the Liberators, and that means that AshBringer is going to be forced to take the fight.
Yeah, this is not the fight that he wants to be taking into liberation zones. The EMP is just a little bit too good. The Vikings land as well, and there's nothing left for the Protoss.
GG. GL was called. I've done that before. I said GLHF and then left. So I got confused.
Oh, it happens, Puppy. It happens. Congratulations, Kaz. He knocks down AshBringer, and props to AshBringer. He had a really good run for himself, looking quite powerful against both NoMercy and Demi, but everyone's run eventually does come to an end, and Kaz is our new king of the hill.
Yeah, there we go, and that was a rock solid TVP. That was really nicely done. Defended that only just, but defended it nonetheless, and behind that, just it's a really solid TVP overall. Just took things nice and slow and defensive and hit that nice timing.
Definitely, definitely. And also, shout out to Eddie, because Eddie was just giving us some fun facts. This is actually Kaz's debut in OSC King of the Hill. He hasn't participated in this tournament before.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Well, it's good to see him participating because he's really good.
He's pretty chill. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool guy. There you go.
Chill purple Marines. Let's go.
Let's go. So GG, congratulations to Kaz, as he does bring down his teammate, and now he's going to be maintaining his throne here and waiting for the next challenger. Who exactly is it going to be? Oh, we are staying in the land of Europe. It is a Zerg player. Is it going to be?
I thought they didn't exist.
Oh, there's like two of them. I'm gonna send him a Discord message.
Or is it the other one?
Oh, it is the other one.
Is it Young Yakov?
Ah, it's the other one. Oh,
so many. I just can't keep track of all of them.
You know him. He played this morning, but it's not the immediate one to think of.
3-point?
God damn it. We're in Europe. It is Mixu.
Young Yakov.
Mixu, papi. Mixu.
No, it's Young Yakov.
I refuse.
Mixu slept in. He missed it. He's an animal.
Oh, did he not play? Did he not play in the tournament?
Hey, he slept in.
Oh my god. Actual animal.
Yeah. Didn't sleep in for this tournament.
Mixu. How did he sleep in? It wasn't even that late in Europe at the time. It was like 10 p.m. or something.
Oh, maybe he didn't. Am I dumb?
I saw him in the chat. He was in the Twitch chat. I did see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think later.
Oh, he missed check-ins.
Yeah, something like that.
Join my lobby, please.
Okay. Fine.
Don't leave me alone with these people.
They're gonna make you run.
Oh god. All right, here we go. Just making sure that everyone is ready. And yeah, you know, we don't get too many Zerg players here. You know, typically our Zergs consist of Demi, MeomaikA, Yako, Iba, and Mixu. So it's always great to see some of them. It's always great.
So many.
I like it. What do you mean?
How do you keep track?
You're an animal.
Crazy puppy. You know, I've seen the same amount of Zergs as Protoss tonight.
Really? 2?
Yeah, 2.
Oh,
yeah.
That's too many.
What I'm saying. As here in the top right hand corner of the map, we have our finished Zerg in the blue. This is Mixu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have his opponent, the Ukrainian Terran player representing Team Starcom. It is Kaz. Oh, true? True.
So do you reckon Kaz took his go?
You know what I think he did? I think Kaz took AshBringer's jersey. That's what I think.
And the jersey was a metaphor all along.
Took it off his back, mate. And yeah, you know, he proved that he was the superior StarCom player for the time being. But now we have Mixu, and Mixu's been around for a while. You know, he's been on the up and up as well, you know, showing up in Vindicta's stream, and that's really the most important thing. So
that's how you know.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know that he knows how Terran plays, how Terran thinks.
Zergs always think they know that.
Oh,
They don't. They don't know what it's like.
What don't we know? What's the thing we don't know about Terran?
Suffering. You don't know how much gets left unsaid. We say a lot, but there's so much more we could say. So much suffering.
You're an animal.
The plight of the Terran.
This is only a tenth of my power.
Yeah.
Terrans are like an iceberg, you know. You think you've heard it all, but no, mate. They're gonna smash into you and drown you.
I could tell you, but it's too sad.
Oh my god. Well, hopefully there's not too much smudging from our Terran here as the Reapers are Oh no!
Whoa!
Oh.
What? What?
It turned around. It turned around to go left instead of up the ramp, I think. It looked that way. I could be blind though.
It got stuck.
Yeah.
I feel like that's happened to me before as well, but I thought I was just coping.
I think it was the base. I think it was the
It got stuck on the... It tried to take the money.
Oh.
It's the Indiana Jones thing. You don't get greedy. You just take what you came for.
Indy. Oh. Why did it have to be snakes? I've never seen Indiana Jones.
Okay. I can tell.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I got snakes and Indy. And running away from boulders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. Oh my god. Alright. Well. I feel like I was yeah. So do you think that was actually because of that vase model?
Yeah, it got stuck, yeah. I'd be so mad. That's so tilting.
Intentional, Buck. Intentional. Balance, really.
Well, yeah. MapMaker's typical. As we do see, going to be a 3cc Banshee coming out from Cast here, so very standard play. Once again, played things definitely on the safer side when it came to that TVP, and is once again just going to be playing things nice and safe here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, I said 3cc, but there's no 3cc. Where's the third CC? Okay, I'm dumb. There's no third.
It's just a 1-1-1 for the time being, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing a 3cc after said 1-1-1. So far, the Hellions going across that. Oh, nice kill there on that drone just before the Evo chamber was thrown down. But we'll see if he can find a little bit more damage as he just tries to shark around as we're committing and waiting for a second Banshee.
There's no rack, no tech lab on the second racks. I think we're going to be going into mech from this.
Mate, we have an armory. We're going for a Hellbat push as well. There's the third CC. Are we going to see the mech? We have a tech lab on the racks, to be fair. It's on the way.
This is like a really weird kind of old school build. Okay, there we go. We are going to have a stim. I have not seen a Hellbat Banshee in a long time.
Yeah, it has been quite some time, and the Queens are getting caught out. The Heli is dishing out a lot of damage as well. One of them does fall. There's not enough energy for transfuse.
The armor is not done yet, and yeah, we're going to be bringing those extra Marines. 3 of those Queens going down, so that is a lot of damage. I think Mixu really did not respect this, and now he's in a world of trouble. We have no spores. Why have we got no spores?
We have no spores. The Hellbats morph in. This base is going to be forfeit. The Queens are trying to trickle it into support, but we don't have any detection.
Yeah, and all the Queens are going to be going down.
Oh my god, the Queens are going down. A Spore is waddling on in to help support, but the Queens have all fallen. There's only one left and it's almost edge. It's dead.
Yeah, and there we go. It is going to be going down there to the Hellbat at the last minute. We do have one of these Banshees going down with the extra detection, but nearly every Queen is gone, and that means Cast has a huge lead coming out from this.
He really does. One more shot, Bobby. The Queens are barely going to survive, but at the same time, the Hellbats are still wreaking havoc here at the third base. Still 0 mining here at said third. No, the drones are going to get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, we got so many Queens. We got a few drones. We got so much mining time as well. No, don't run through the Hellbats. Okay. Oh.
And eventually, finally, this will be cleaned up. But so much damage was done. 14 drones went down.
Yeah, 14 drones, and more importantly, we killed almost every single Queen, so that just means whatever this follow-up push is, we're going to have barely anything back at home to deal with it.
Oh, but this is a pretty important scout here. We did have an Overlord just spreading some creep at the third base. The Marines have been spotted, so in case the thought of mech went through his mind, Mixu should recognize that, okay, it is going to be Bio Tank instead, or at least Bio, and he will have time to respond, but Stim is done, and 1-1 is on the horizon.
Yeah, those first two medevacs are about to pop. We have 2 tanks as well. I think he can go straight across the map with these tanks and with the medevacs. Actually 3 tanks now. So yeah, this is a really strong timing if he just wants to go right now.
And as if he unsieges, he is going to be sending it across the map. He is anything but a chill Marine, as he even still has a Banshee alive across the map, still dealing more damage.
The no chill Marine.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh my god. Mixu, what is he gonna have to defend? Like, Bailing speed is nowhere near finishing. He's gonna be morphing in some Bailings here defensively, but there's just not a lot of units, period.
Yeah, there's no links. I mean, there's no combat shields either.
True.
So this is looking to time out with 1-1 combat shields. Looks like the tank's gonna be making a little bit of a fast force field, but maybe Kaz just not quite ready for this at that timing, and yeah, gonna be losing a lot of those Marines. Loses all the tanks as well, so Mixu might have just bought himself enough time, but we are going to be having a couple extra Queens go down. Nice pickup there as well. All of the Bailings going to be going down.
Yeah, a bit of an anti-timing from Kaz. I don't know if you noticed, but 1-1 and combat shields finished after the fight, basically as he picked up the Marines in the medevac. So, just a little bit premature. He needs to wait a little bit longer, and now as a result, Mixu, he is holding on, but reinforcements, they're coming.
Yeah, nice little run by coming out from Mixu. Is going to be able to push this back with those speed banes, and it does seem like he is on the way to just holding on.
Maybe. I mean, the Bailey's are going off of creep. I don't know about this. Mixu is going to lose everything.
Every bane gets sniped down. We do have these Marines pretty low in health, but there are tanks on the way. Mixu quite greedily going up into those Hydras, and they're unfortunately not going to be able to help out too much in this situation.
Oh, they really are, but you know what? The Bailey's, they finish up just in time to force this back once again, but Mixu has to be very careful not to overextend, and Kaz, he just unloads on the high ground. Oh my god.
Yeah, nice little spot to abuse here on this map, and he is going to be able to start to work his way around. Not too many Bailings here left over for Mixu. Looks like he spent quite a bit of his gas on those Hydras.
Yeah, making these Hydras, I don't think they were the wisest choice, the wisest use of that gas. Lings are going to be diving on top of this tank, but they don't even... Oh, it looks like they barely get the tank at the cost of almost every Ling.
Yeah, this push is beginning to become overwhelming here for Kaz. I mean, fortunately for Mixu, he's been able to keep this tank out pretty low, so the Bailings still pose quite a threat. Maybe not.
They pose a little bit of a threat. You know, they're enough to zone away the Marines from the high ground, but the hatchery is going to be going down. The boys are pulled. Oh, he's not looking!
Oh, he's not looking, and he loses a lot of those Marines, and the hatchery's not gone down yet.
Kaz needs to chill right now. He needs to chill, Marine, and the hatchery is going to go down, but because of the blunder from earlier, Mixu, you know, he's still trying to fight back. He's actually going for a bit of a counterattack, or actually trying to catch the army. I don't know if he can even fight the army, though, with this. Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, once again, Kaz caught out a little bit. The Hydra's going to be taking down a few medevacs. That's quite nice there, but Mixu, he is heavily supply blocked by losing that hatch there, getting 5 overlords out at once, but he's stuck at a very low supply. I mean, Kaz is dwarfing his supply here.
He really is. I mean, look at this army, mate. He hasn't been rallying across the map. He's been waiting for a counterattack, waiting for a run by. The man with gun is insane. He has 71 Marines.
Beautiful. And they have no chill.
Oh, no.
None of them.
Oh, they have no chill. The Lings, they get caught with a little bit of mispathing there. Bailing's going to be rolling in from behind, but the tanks do siege on up, and this is just an overwhelming Terran army.
Yeah, this is a huge number of tanks coming in through here, and I think just because of how much damage Mixu's taken over the course of this game, he's really just not going to have enough to break this tank line. It has to be an overwhelming attack to be able to break that many tanks with Lingbane.
Yeah, I was gonna say death by 1,000 cuts, but it's like death by like 5 cuts. It's but they're big cuts, papi. Yeah. Oh my god, here we go. We do see Mixu's trying to set up maybe a surround. No, he's going for a bit of a run by instead. Bailey's gonna be rolling in towards the third base. They're gonna be able to get into the mineral line. Damage is being done.
Yeah, pretty solid connections. 12 SCVs gonna be going down.
That's definitely something. You know, it kind of evens up the worker count, but can we deal with this main army? We'll see as we have another Ling run by on the right-hand side. The planetary is done, though, but the Lings, they don't care. They're actually going all the way towards the natural.
Yeah, the wall is not a wall, but we have plenty of units here to help deal with this. Looks like the tank's going to be going down, but with that, the rest of the Ling's going to be going down. And it feels like Mixu's last chances in this game dwindling by the second.
They really are. Another Ling run by on the left-hand side, and oh, actually, Kaz is pulling back. This is buying Mixu more and more time, but despite that, I just look at the soup, puppy. Look at the soup.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I think no matter how well Mixu trades in these coming moments, it's going to be pretty impossible to kill this army.
Yeah, at a certain point, you know, the soup, it just doesn't lie, mate. The right-hand hatchery has gone down. The boys are pulled away from the triangular third as well. Honestly, I feel like Kaz can just, like, unsiege and just send it if he really wanted to. But, you know, he's chilling. He wants to calm down.
He's been hurt before, puppy.
Yeah. Either runner.
Fast.
It's a little bit too fast. Creep is being cleared up. Kaz just wants to solidify this victory. 200 supply, 3-3 finishing up as well, just in time for potentially the final fight.
Yeah, there you go. Thing of beauty right there, and he can basically just A-move the back of Mixu's base here, and he'll get the win. Mixu recognizes that, calls the GG, and Kaz gonna be continuing his reign.
GG, well played. Kaz is going to be taking down Mixu, is going to be having that 2-0 lead here. That's that 2-0 long reign here as King of the Hill.
Yeah, very nicely done, and off the back of a pretty crafty build as well. Mixu maybe being a bit too greedy against what he was facing there and getting punished.
Little bit too greedy indeed, as our time here in Europe is now over. We can hop on over, and as our time in Europe has ended, do you wanna say Asher, Papi? How you feeling?
Do I want to say Asher?
How you feeling, Papi? How you feeling?
I'm pretty tired.
How much longer do I have you, Papi? How much longer?
Get 1 or 2 more.
Uno más? Uno más?
Uno más. Yeah,
Uno más. Let's go. Let's go. This is the most important uno más because, mate, the tides are rising.
What does that mean? TideBringer?
Tides are rising because it's the King of the Sea.
Did AshBringer's friend TideBringer?
It's me.
I actually thought for a moment there was a player called TideBringer.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounds alright.
TideBringer actually sounds cool. The TideBringer is is basically another word for the moon.
He's washed.
Oh god.
What's that? There's a moon called like the waxing gibbon. I've always wondered what that means.
The waxing gibbon?
Is it gibbon or is it gibbous or something? No, gibbous, that's it. Waning gibbon? Gibbous? And the waxing gibbous.
What are you speaking English right now? I don't even know.
No, it's true. It's in between a half moon and a full moon, so it's like a quarter moon. It's called, if it's becoming a full moon, it's called the waning gibbous. And if it's moving away, it's a waxing gibbous.
What's a gibbous?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh my
I got a bit
God.
sidetracked, puppy. I don't think this is related.
The waning gibbous.
Oh no, it is related. Tidebringer.
Yeah. God damn it. Join my lobby.
Okay.
Oh god. As we are getting ready here for our next series, it is going to be a bit of a European on a Southeast Asian axis. What? Action.
Moon. As we are going to be having a MeomaikA coming up against Cars.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Vietnam going up against Ukraine on a bit of an older map. A map that have you had the luxury of laddering on said map?
Maybe just. I don't really remember it. I remember seeing the thermal guides of this map.
Oh.
So I think it might have been in the pool in my first pool, but I just like don't really remember my games from back then that well.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
As here we go. In the bottom left-hand corner, going for a 12 pull in a ZVT. Wouldn't have it any other way. It is MeomaikA.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome, we have his opponent, the Ukrainian Terran player representing Team Starcom. It is Kaz.
I have no game sounds. Oh no, I do have game sounds. Crazy.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Also,
Very quiet map.
It's chill, Marine. Yeah. I wonder if there's something behind this. I don't want to jump the gun because I just quickly checked and there hasn't been an announcement. But on this account at least, MeomaikA is not on Juggernauts.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen him on... No, wait, I haven't seen him on...
Yeah.
I don't know. Might not be anything to it. I mean, MeomaikA does some strange things.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's also very possible that he has the Juggernauts account, which is, you know, the username that is typically something a little bit more, a little bit more
racy.
Spicy, racy. And he's just got this account just, you know, to be a little bit more PC. Love to see it.
The tournament account.
Yeah.
As here we go, Cuss is going to miss a scout on this. Unfortunately as well, this is a map where the add-on is in the wall. So I think that's why MeomaikA chose to go for the 12 pull here, and it does come in at a very awkward time. This Reaper going to be having a bit of a hard time clearing up all of these Zerglings in time.
Yeah, the Ling's actually going to the main base. 2 SCVs already going to be going down. How good is the target fire? Pretty good as a 3rd SCV falls. And eventually this is all going to be get cleaned up. But can he get a 4th SCV? He wants it. He wants it. Oh.
The 4th SCV goes down. A lot of delay going down on that CC as well. Quite interesting as well that he doesn't go for the cancel on the CC. I believe if you do commit to fighting the CC, the Terran has to pull SCVs to save it. So I guess MeomaikA prefers to go for those SCV kills.
Yeah, just wants the secure amount of damage instead of potentially forcing a cancel or just lost mining time. So in the end, MeomaikA is forced back. He's able to hold on to a bit of a worker lead, and we'll see what he does or where he goes from here. Just working on that gas, going to be getting link speed, I imagine, or he may look to try and skip that tech entirely.
Yeah, and there we go. We are just going to be seeing him macroing on up. Does have that gas pretty early, so he's going to be able to get that link speed going if he wants, but he's starting to float a bit more gas now. There we go. The link speed is going to be going down.
Yeah, there we go. We have confirmation. Link speed is going to be on the way, and MeomaikA should be looking to expand and take a 3rd base. Kaz is on top of things though, is here ready in position, and is going to make MeomaikA's life as difficult as possible when it comes to expanding.
Yeah, and I have to wonder as well if MeomaikA maybe purposely didn't show link speed researching. Feels like something he would do, but we do have these queens starting to spread a little bit of creep here behind this. Okay, he takes the other one. That's fine.
Yeah. It's just a scouting gas geyser. It's all good. He's able to expand anyway, and this is a very fast lair.
Yeah, is he going to be able to deny the scout? It does look like for now he's going to be able to push back this Reaper. I mean, behind this we do see Cuss. Looks like he knows what kind of player he's going up against because he's going into a pretty fast, very fast second and third racks here. And behind this, just looking to get a bit of map control with the Reaper, with those Hellions. Has that Viking as well just to help push back the Overlords too.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this all kind of comes together because, as you were saying, Kaz is working on that production very early on, and oh my god, he doesn't care about the queens. He dives in anyway, is going to get punished for it. The Lings are waiting for him, and it looks like the Hellions will not get into the main.
Yeah, 3 drones go down. Not the best trade there, as we do see MeomaikA going for his trademark extremely early Hydra Den here. Going to be pumping out some Lings as well, but I'm always excited to see what the next build coming out from MeomaikA is going to be. He does tend to work on things in batches, and yeah, looks like it's going to be Ling Hydra.
Ling Hydra is very ice and chrome. I'm pretty sure we've casted MeomaikA play this against Seether, against Piglet as well. I'm actually getting some flashbacks. We have seen it in the past, and it's going to be amazing. We even see double Evo chambers thrown down as well. No Baneling Nest for the time being. MeomaikA, don't change, bud. Don't change.
As we do see, he's going to be poking on out. I have to point out as well, so this is a little bit of a side note. MeomaikA, I think, is the only person that I saw on Twitter who was really excited about the announcements this morning. Especially the one with the regional where OC is going to be lumped in with China and Taiwan. He was so happy about it.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes him tick.
Well, like
so wild.
He clowns on Protoss. He clowns on Nice and Haas, mate. He wants it, Bobby.
He's like, mate, give me Oliveira.
Yeah.
I'm gonna own him.
Gibbs.
I'm gonna ruin him.
I mean,
he's not ready for the King of the Sea.
He's not ready for the, what is it? The Gibson? The waning Gibson?
The waning gibbous.
Oh my god. But yeah, I was about to say that if you remember, MeomaikA, it was really unfortunate he was unable to participate. He was supposed to be there at IM Katowice. In his mind, he should have been the world champ.
True. So now he gets to play against Oliveira. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, he wants it, Poppy. He wants it. He likes it.
He likes it.
Oh god.
As here we go, we do see Cass continuing to be very active with his Viking, just clearing out all of the vision of MeomaikA. But at the same time, yeah, MeomaikA just kind of sharking around the map with this Ling run by here. Cass going to be going with a bit of a less committed double drop here. I like that he's not fully committing across the map. Does look like he's recognizing the kind of player that he's up against here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to overcommit in the end. Meanwhile, we don't have a third CC at all. Kaz, he's going for, feels like a 2-base all-in, Papi. He's going for it.
Yeah, I mean, we have the money for a third CC or for a couple of Raxes here, so kind of waiting to see one of those get thrown down here. But yeah, just gonna continue, and there we go. The CC does go down here. And that is a lot of Hydras. MeomaikA, he is doing the MeomaikA things. He is trapping everything out on the map. I mean, this is why it's so scary to go for an even remotely committed push against Meo, because he likes to hide absolutely absurd amounts of units and then just overwhelm you when you move out.
That was actually insane. That never happens. But for the double drop to be shut down in such a fashion, MeomaikA has such a massive advantage right now. And I don't see a world where Kaz can ever think about expanding and take a third base. He's trying to push out now. And to be fair, look at all these tanks. What he lacked in a third, he makes up for in, what is it, 6 tanks?
Yeah, I mean, both players have just been banking units back at home, and it's going to make for a pretty interesting clash here.
It really is. Because this, I don't think he can be broken. MeomaikA is going to commit, but I don't think this is the wisest choice.
He goes for it anyway, and every single Ling goes down. That was rough right there, and with that, Kaz is going to be able to turn him back, going to be chasing down these Hydras as well, and I think he can just unsiege those tanks and go for a push right now. I mean, Meo, he's on 57 drones. He still manages to make absurd amounts of units off low drone counts like that, but I think in the end, I mean, there's rules to this game. You can't do anything. Yeah. Surely he can't hold this.
Oh my god, we'll see what he can pull off here on Creep and if he's able to catch the army on siege. Meanwhile, again, I got like a really big like Seether flashback on Ice and Chrome. I think I've seen this very same thing where MeomaikA, he commits and he pushes into a wall of tanks and just loses everything. But we'll see if he can make things happen here and now. The Lings are wrapping around a little bit too late. The tanks are sieged.
Yeah, the tanks are siege. Cast gonna need to drop back though to use the Marines to clear up these Lings. Looks like quite a few of these tanks gonna be going down, but everything for MeomaikA going down as well. Both players having the armies almost reset, but Kasi does have the anchor here in those 3 tanks.
Yeah, the 3 tanks are still alive, but you know what, MeomaikA, he pulls out. He's able to keep his workers alive. He's remaxing, rebuilding his army. And Kaz, I feel like he needs to get out of here. He's actually going to reinforce. He's committed. He wants to just keep pushing.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, Mio, he doesn't really have any bailings to speak of, and there's more than enough Marines here to clear out these Lings. Looks like this is going to be Mio's last hurrah here, but Kaz, he is breaking him here. He is rallying across the map. So many Marines, +2 on the way. Liberators going to be finishing up in a moment, and there's just nothing here for Mio. I mean, he doesn't have bailings. He really should not be able to hold this without bailings.
We've seen MeomaikA do the impossible before, but after such a deficit, after so many fights have not gone his way, I don't see it happening either. The Lings, they come for a wraparound. They're going to be able to clean up some of these tanks, but the man with gun is just a little bit too good.
GG's Corden. Cuss. Gonna be staying on as our king.
Oh, GG, well played. We thought Kaz was in trouble, and he was. He was in trouble, don't get us wrong. But then MeomaikA just slammed his face into a brick wall and lost everything. Lost any advantage that he had. Oh, God.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it looked to me as well.
And with that, Asher, do you have uno más? What's happening, Papi? What's happening in the brain of the Asher?
Oh, it's gone.
Tell me, Papi, tell me.
I can do one more.
Uno más? Oh, come to Europe, Papi. Come to Europe. Oh. One last hurrah. As we have, God, I can't spell. As we have our next challenger, our next contender, with MeomaikA going down, up will step MindelVK.
There we go. So going to be getting a bit more TVP action. Let's go.
We've been getting a lot of it recently, a lot of these TVPs, which I appreciate. I kind of appreciate it because you know what this means? This means when Kuro comes on, it's going to be nothing but TVTs.
True. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, soon SharKRippeR, you know, Nicoract, they're all waiting. They're all waiting for Kuro.
They want a piece of him.
Yeah.
Wait, so I want to have a look. Yeah, we've had more Zergs and Protosses, huh?
Have we?
What do you have to say to that?
Just wait until the end of the tournament.
You didn't even mention MeomaikA before. You were listing off Zergs. You left him out.
It's true. It's
convenient.
True. I wanted to slip that by, you know, just slip it past you a little bit. But
they're all Zergs, Poppy. You can't get away from them.
They're all Zergs. Everyone's a Zerg player. Oh,
disgusting.
Hey, we've had an equal amount of Zergs as we have Terran.
True.
That's math.
Quick math.
It looks like we have our map. Oh my god, our map of choice. Blast from the past, Papi. It's your favorite. It's your favorite map.
Security and industry.
Beckett Industries, Papi.
Becca.
I
It's the only balanced map we've ever had. Let's go.
There you go, mate. There you go. As we're letting it in. Fun fact: I don't think I ever played a game on Purity in Industry. I'm pretty sure
You're not missing out.
I'm pretty sure I vetoed it and straight away, and I just never played.
I can imagine. As we're gonna be loading up to the best design map ever.
There we go. It's got everything, you know. It's under the sea. It's under the water. That's all that matters.
It's not freaking giant with huge open spaces. Sounds pretty good. As spawning up in the top right-hand corner of the map, playing for Psystorm, this is our Protoss in the orange. It is MindelVK.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres, we have his opponent, the Ukrainian Terran player representing Team Starcom. It is Kaz.
Like a better grass fan.
Oh.
And a better data set.
It's like it's just a good map.
And it's just pretty solid, you know.
Oh.
I can remember all the push pass. It's like it was yesterday.
Oh.
And there's chokes near the bases.
Yeah.
You can actually push the bases.
It was terrifying.
Crazy.
It was terrifying, man. It was terrifying.
Imagine that.
There's some tall grass where you can hide, you know, proxy.
Yeah. You put a
racks.
proxy in there.
Yeah. With Tech Lab and Concussive Shell.
Yeah. Kill everyone.
You don't see that anymore, do you?
As we are going to be heading into this cast, going for that fast expand, they're going to be going for a quick marine as well. So this is definitely feels like the kind of build that you go for when you feel like you're the stronger player here and you want to play something just a little bit more safe, a little bit versatile, play more of a reactive game.
Oh my god, yeah, and I mean, Kaz, you know, he is the current king of the hill, you know, he should be confident for a reason. His CC is delayed a little bit, but only for a little bit.
We show the marine, but we get the probe, so more than worth it. Yeah. And we are going to be going for, it's going to be a scout, it's going to be a fast factory. I think it's going to be a proxy Hellion drop. I do remember this being very good on this map.
Yeah, you know, quite a common location is here on the right-hand side, so if we wanted to, the SCV could head over in that area, in that location, but for the time being, you know, we should be seeing a bit of an add-on switch here, and we'll see what comes from this.
Yeah, so I do remember as well, this is a map as well that, Clem would do this like every game. He just loved playing proxy starport, Hellion drop here, and looks like that is what Cast is going to be going for.
Yeah, there you go. The SCV has been pulled over towards the right-hand side. Starport has begun. The medevac shouldn't be too far behind, and here come those Hellions.
It's such a cozy little spot for it. I like it. Little enclave.
Enclave?
Enclave? Enclave?
The English, it's gone, papi.
That's when Clem makes an enclave. It's an enclave.
He's a waxing gibbish.
Oh. As we do see these two Hellions going to be revealed, so that does give a little bit of a hint here for our Protoss of what's going to be to come. And as a reaction, he throws down a shield battery in both bases. I think that's a really good reaction here. Shield battery at the main as well, going to help him a lot. If he can take out one or two of these Hellions, then that one-shot potential is gone, and the shield battery, especially with an overcharge, can do some serious work.
Yeah, definitely a great defensive kind of posturing that MindelVK is taking here. Hopefully he's going to have enough units, and they are going to be in position as the Hellions are maneuvering out here, just waiting for that drop, and the medevac is out, and he's moving in.
I'm a little bit concerned here for Mindel that he didn't go for a wall at the front. I think there are variations where you go for a 5th and 6th Hellion that dive into the front where this could get really weird, but that isn't what we're going to be seeing. We see a very quick pro pull as well. They are lining up a little bit, but that was really nice there. He is going to be able to protect these, so Great reactions from Mindel. He knew exactly what was coming his way, but oh, these are good drops coming out from Cast. Going to be having that hot pick up there on the Hellion, but the probes, they escape to the safety of the battery. Only 7 going down. Really solid hold.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse, mate. Could have been a lot worse. But MindelVK, he didn't just have good reactions, he also had great vision of his main base, and he was able to respond beautifully in time. Meanwhile, Kaz was trying to be a little bit cheeky. He waddled these Widow Mines from across the map.
Where the hell did these Widow Mines come from?
Oh my god, he's crazy, Poppy. He's crazy. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make it in time, and we have detection. The mine, at least one of them is going to be cleaned up.
Yeah, the other one's just going for a little walk. Where you going, little guy?
Yeah. Beautiful. Behind this, we do see a couple of Raxes being thrown down. Tis going to be bio tank as a transition point, but after the defense, MindelVK is free to expand, take a third base. Ooh, oh my god. He's quick.
Press blink, puppy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yes.
What are they going to do next? Crazy Protoss players. As we do see, Cast a little bit slow to fly his starport back.
Yeah, the starport is still on its way back. This is going to delay any kind of additional medevacs, and that's really going to contain him that much more into his own 2 bases. MindelVK isn't going to have to really worry himself about any additional drop play. And even here with his observer, he's able to just have an eye on the army, just look at it.
What do you see?
I was just kind of waiting for him to go into siege mode because he doesn't really see much of it. There we go. Oh god. Does get eyes on all those Raxes. We see continued probing back at home, getting up and running, getting that full saturation, and oh my god, that's a bit of a gateway explosion.
Yeah. I mean, he did go 2 gates. This kind of makes sense. Got to go up to 8 gate on that 3-base saturation there. I really like as well that he's just gone for those 6 stalkers. No more is, yeah, really just going to be cutting a lot of units. And I think he's reading the game really well here.
Exactly, and I think what's interesting to me is despite having the Robo, his kind of tech of choice is to go into charge and commit to a kind of a swarm toss style here. No additional gases have been taken. He's not really too concerned with going in and getting splash damage. It's just mass blink stalker charge lock.
Yes, it's an NA Protoss special. You just have a billion charge lots when the tank push runs up, and you just A move it, and then you just keep A moving it.
It really is,
and then you win.
It really is like a year ago, you know. Remember when this was really popular? Where this was kind of all the craze and I mean,
this is still like 50% of my ladder games.
Oh, never mind.
But I think Zest was someone who really likes doing this.
Yeah, Zest. Haas as well. Haas had his own variation where he was like giga greedy and got up to like 4 bases insanely quickly with no gas. Oh god. But we'll see here. Again, the big mistake for Kaz is if he does commit to a push. For the time being, there aren't that many Zealots, to be fair. Like, he can deal with this army.
Yeah, but we do have a few Zealots being dropped off to the side here. So, as Kaz pushes out here, beautiful force fields, by the way, but great pickups as well. Going to be saving those units. Very good trades for Kaz, but he has a warping of Zealots in his man.
Yeah, another warping coming into the main base as well. We do see a lot of SCs going down, only 6 for the time being, and at the same time, MindelVK wants to try and break the front line, break that natural, but the tanks are in position.
Yeah, I mean, there we go, it's going to be 12 Zealots. They are being picked away at, but they've already gotten 8 SCVs. They kind of just kill everything in their path. I mean, 12 Zealots, I got there in the end, is a horrifying force. It is awful.
To be fair,
it's disgusting.
Yeah. It is disgusting. The Marines and Marauders are all dying, by the way. These SCVs are coming back too soon.
Yeah, I mean, we just haven't quite cleaned up this, and MindelVK, he's going very heavily all in on this. There is no tech, no splash behind this. He has to make this work, but he is getting a lot of damage right now. The tanks are going to be pretty exposed over at the natural.
Yeah, they are looking a little bit exposed. We see a blink on 4. Can he even get more than one of these tanks? That was a questionable blink.
Yeah, I thought we had a little bit more there for that, and MindelVK, he has been pushed back. I think Cast has kept enough alive here that he should be in a really good spot here.
Yeah, he is not looking too bad. He did lose a lot of his medevacs, so I don't know if he really has too much counterattack potential, but he has enough at home to expand and get this third base up and running. Meanwhile, across the map, how are we transitioning? Well, no additional tech. We still don't have very many don't have any additional gases. We're just working on 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, this was really all in. To click the observer, the live VIP move. Oh no, the mine got it. That's not great. As we do see, all these Zealots going to be cleaned up. The Stalker's going to be pushed back as well. We don't really lose too many SEVs, and that is ideal here. Cast just going to be really taking his time, making sure that he fully secures his base. He knows just how all in MindelVK is, and that he doesn't have to commit, doesn't have to go crazy, doesn't have to commit and throw this away.
Yeah, despite that though, another tank goes down, and the army here of Kaz is not looking the healthiest. We're starting to run out of energy on these medevacs, but the pressure is still on MindelVK. He's coming in for another wave, another round.
It's crazy, puppy. As we do see, the Zealot's going to be diving on top of these Marauders. Not many Marines here, so the DPS is a little bit low, but as these Zealots do get whittled down, he is going to start to get on top of these Stalkers, and MindelVK has done such a fantastic job of keeping these Stalkers alive. It's really important for him that he doesn't lose them and doesn't have to remake them, because he just wants to be warping in only Zealots at the moment. And going into the main, this is going to be a bit scary.
It is going to be scary. What is in the main to defend? Nothing other than the reinforcements. Right now, Kaz is a little bit too preoccupied here at his third base, but he does notice he's going to pick up, is going to rush back home.
Yes, Spatz off a double drop, has the reinforcements coming out of the production as well. And MindelVK just continuing to commit here. I think if he loses the Stalkers here, he could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but you know what? He gets every single one of these medevacs. He's going to take the mines to the face, though. Up, up. Ugh.
Yeah, a lot of mines going down. We do see the Stalkers being targeted as well by Kaz here. Did lose a decent amount of his bio, and it looks like the main is starting to get out of control here for him.
It is getting out of control. The Zealots are getting into the mineral line once again. We have another warping of Stalkers here in the main base. It looks like for the most part, no, there's still even Stalkers outside the natural. MindelVK, he is breaking Kaz.
This is disgusting. So
mate,
gross.
you think the Terran has to move out for this to work? Nah, mate. You just keep warping in, and eventually the Terran breaks, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, the Stalkers now are starting to target doing the medevacs. We have extra warp-ins. 4 Zealots going to be coming out. This wave of production could not come sooner, but yeah, we do see a Protoss outproducing the Terran in his own base. You'll have to see it.
I mean, that's a lot of gates, man. We got 10 gateways behind this. The main CC is dead, and with what little Marines and Marauders we have, is it going to be enough to at least hold on to the main base? It looks like maybe the Zealots are running out.
Oh, but there's an attack coming in at the natural, and there's just not enough here for Kaz.
Barely not enough. Eventually he'll be able to clean this up. Eventually, yeah, there's only 3 Stalkers here. It's going to be forced back, but MindelVK isn't done. He goes for another massive warp in.
Yeah, and the base of Kaz is in shambles. The DT is going to be the depot is going to be going down. The bunker going to be going down. He is starting to get on top of these units. Once again, blinks those Stalkers back out of trouble.
Yeah, the Stalkers, they do survive, and honestly, from here, there's not too much pressuring MindelVK from to continue on trying to push and break the third, but he's going to do it anyway because it's just how he is.
Yeah, why not? It's gone pretty good. It's gone pretty well so far.
To be fair, it hasn't been the cleanest game, and there've been moments where we've seen some rough trades here from our Protoss player, but I guess it doesn't matter just because of how much better his economy is.
You're going to say how much better the race is. As it is, yeah, he's done a really good job as well, sniping down all of these medevacs. There's only 2 medevacs remaining, and they really are struggling to keep this army alive. That Prism goes back into the main. We'll be warping in some more Zealots. I think this is going to be the kill move here. Yeah,
another wave of Zealots are on the way, and Kaz just doesn't have the supply to keep up to defend. Widowmine shots going to go off. Great Widowmine shots. The Zealots get taken out, and MindelVK has to be careful not to throw away his army.
Yeah, we are starting to work away at those Stalkers there, but I'm just not sure if we're going to be able to ever deal with these Zealots. I mean, it's felt over and over again here that just one more warp in will be the final nail in the coffin, but Kaz, he is gritting it out. He is holding on. Going to be losing a few SCVs. Very nice hold position micro there. That was beautiful.
Oh, that was sexy, Papi, but it's just not enough, you know? Like, you may be fast, you may be quick, but can't jump over the candles. I was gonna try and talk about the girlfriend again, but I went somewhere else.
Oh no. Well, just like that, Cass was not able to jump over the candlestick. The quick brown fox does it again.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go.
Get me out of here.
Don't leave me. Oh my god. But GG, well played. MindelVK does dethrone Kaz and takes the game in a very, very in a fashion that I feel like I haven't seen in like at this level of play in quite some time. Maybe the map lends to it, but you just ape it up. You take minimal gases, just swarm toss, zealots and stalkers. That's all you need, Bob. That's all you need.
Yeah, that was brutal. I didn't want to see that.
Yeah.
Well done by MindelVK.
Well done indeed.
I hope you're happy.
With that, I guess that's where we leave off a little bit with Asher. Thank you so much for jumping on to cast with us. I know it's really late, and you actually woke up early today to play in the tournament. So
I did.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on, Puppy. Thank you.
I mean, you're awake too. Why were you awake?
What?
Do you sleep?
No. Well, that's why I had a nap earlier, to be fair.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. I try.
Good move. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. So thank you so much for joining me. Get some sleep. And everyone, if you want some more Asher, bro, I believe Asher will be here on the CranKy Ducklings tomorrow with a very special podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat something gross. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, he's gonna put it inside.
I'm only doing it once. So make sure you're there.
And what if you like it though? What if you like it?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be on camera then.
Oh my god. So we are gonna be having a podcast tomorrow in less than 24 hours. So be sure to be there for that. And yeah, thank you so much everyone well, thank you so much Asher for being here. The tournament will still go on.
You guys stay. You guys stay.
Yeah, so, don't leave. It's not over yet, Buffy. It's not over. Oh.
Okay. Goodbye, lad.
Goodbye, Asher. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. And with that, I am not going to be alone here. I am going to be joined by another duckling. Hopefully we can get them into the lobby. There we go. Beautiful. We're getting into our next game. We're hopping over to the land of the Americas, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by the casting Jersey herself. Welcome, Kuro, to the stream. Welcome.
Why, hello there. I hope you can hear me clearly. Yes, I hope my mic is working.
Hello. We are just past the halfway point here in OSC King of the Hill, and just for you, Kuro, we're gonna get some more Protoss and some more Terrans. Oh my god!
I was about to say.
That's crazy.
Also, can we change server on Discord?
Sure. Just join the lobby first, and then we can.
Okay.
We can handle that.
Hold on, let me quickly fix something. Do we have lobby?
Yes, we do. Oh boy. So yeah, we're just gonna be getting ready here. As you can see on the screen, we do have a Mexican Terran player that is going to be coming out here to face off against MindelVK on the North American server. Discord is going to try and settle down here as we set things up. So yeah, the show will go on.
Yeah, recently I don't know why, but I can't use Sydney server on Discord or Singapore server either, and I have to use India when talking to people from Australia. I don't know what happened. But anyway, we are now in the game. We have loaded into Babylon, LA. I hope I'm hearable, by the way, because you didn't confirm that for me. And we are looking at the base of the Orange Protoss player, who is teamless? Question mark?
Psystorm.
Oh, Psystorm. Okay, he's currently on Psystorm, and he's called MindelVK.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Babylon LE, we have his opponent, the Mexican Terran player representing Psystorm Gaming. It is SpeCial.
Oh. I just realized that I was laddering. So now the game got a bit confused about my settings. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
All good, all good. So yeah, it's been quite a while. It's been a little bit of time since we've had Kuro here on the casting desk. But thank you so much for joining me here today. It's getting really late here in the land of Australia, and Asher couldn't quite make the entire event. But Kuro was more than happy to sub it.
Yeah, I mean, I will try to save my voice as much as I can, as it's still a bit shaky. But yeah, I'm happy to sub in for Asher so he can actually get some sleep and not be a complete degen.
Hey, watch him ladder.
Yeah.
He's
not ladder. He's just gonna play like Battlefield or something. I don't know.
It's Call of Duty, Kuro.
Call of Duty, okay. No, it has to be different game because you know the game changes like every month, right?
Making my head. Oh god. But yes, we are getting into this PvP, and we've been having quite a lot of these already here today. But what I will say is that thankfully we've had quite a large variety of builds and of overall play styles from both our Protoss and our Terran players.
Okay. I did not see the last game, so I cannot speak about the last game. But we've had quite a few different playstyles today. I mean, we started the day with QuanTa, right? So, I mean, it was bound to happen. A lot of different stuff that we would be seeing.
Exactly. You know, you love to see it. Like, shout out to the players for just being very stylistic in their own nature. And a part of that as well is Juanito. SpeCial, you know, he has his own really hyper-aggressive playstyle as well. I wouldn't have been surprised if we did see a bit of a proxy thrown out. But for the time being, he did go for a bit of a double gas opener, so a little bit more aggressive. Because this, he's going to have a bit of a faster factory, faster starport as well, and he's actually opting to go for a Cyclone first.
Yeah, I mean, okay, question. Mike in TVP?
SpeCial. Yeah. Okay. The answer to that is that normally we don't see it, but SpeCial definitely could, as he does get a scout up here with his Reaper. He does confirm the tech, the Twilight Council. Meanwhile, we already have a medevac on the way. We're going to be seeing a bit of a drop.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, and we already have the Marines. Do you think the Cyclone will actually go with the Marines for this drop, or will it stay as a defense?
You can do this in a couple of different ways. I assumed we were going to be seeing two Cyclones, but we see a Cyclone and a tank. Everything is going to be rushing across the map, and I think the Cyclone is going to be much more of a supportive unit just to protect said tank, as it is going to immediately be loaded into the medevac and zoom across the map.
Yeah, Mindel has that probe though in front of the base, and I think he might have seen the army when he tried to go up this ramp, and he will definitely see it now.
Yeah, he does
maybe not.
He does end up spotting the move out here. He doesn't see what's crucial though, and that is the fact that a medevac is moving out alongside this. You know, he's still a little bit in the dark. He doesn't know about that tank. He doesn't know that the Liberator's behind this as well. So MindelVK is going to try and prepare here at home. Doesn't necessarily know what's coming his way, but just knows something is here.
Oh, nice few shots on the tank already, and it wasn't able to siege yet. And the Cyclone, I think he tried to get the shield battery, but only getting the lock on a Stalker so far, so... I think it looks decent for Mindel, but now with the tank sieged, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he did force the tank to siege up a little bit further behind, so it's slow pushing at the moment, and it's only at half HP, so it is definitely, like, he can deal with this eventually. Nice target firing. The Cyclone does go down.
Yeah, and with that observer watching over, like, Mindel has a good view on the situation, so he knows exactly what he has to do to deal with this. Perfect snipe!
Oh my god, the timing! As soon as Special unsieged, MindelVK just dove on in, and he shut this down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, he had the control of this situation. He was able to snipe the Cyclone early on. He got the tank to half health, so he could just blink on top of it, and he denies this attack, but there is a second tank waiting for him.
Yeah, it's like, mate, Hero, is that you? Like, the Blink Stalker control has been insane. Every single Marine goes down, he blinks on forward once again. The tank is going to be falling as well. MindelVK has a lot of momentum going his way, but at the same time, Liberator rocks up across the map, and this Liberator has dealt a lot of damage.
Yeah, 8 probes going down quite early in the game is definitely a solid damage for Special. And the Liberator does survive, although on very low HP. But Mindel decides to just go for counter-attack while he can.
I mean, it makes sense. The bunker isn't done, and the tank count has been reset time and time again. There we go. We even see it cancel on that bunker. And because we only have one tank, and we do have high ground vision, if MindelVK had reinforcements, or if his Stalker count was higher, he could even blink into the main.
I just had a very sad thought of the Stalkers blinking up, which I think they will do, and the Immortal is just gonna stay there.
Yeah,
like,
the Immortal's left behind. Like,
guys.
He's like, I want to be a part of things too. Feels bad, man. This blink is a little bit late, though. We do have a second tank that just popped out, and because of that Special, he shouldn't have too much of a hard time. A lot of SCVs are going down, but there's that recall.
Yeah, one of the Stalkers will be falling down, but still it's a decent... No, the Immortal! It just walked in. It wanted to be part of this.
It did, and to be fair, he did kill a tank, but losing an Immortal to a tank, like, usually you want the Immortal to get a little bit more value.
Yeah, I mean, with the support of Stalkers, it could definitely do more damage than that, but instead it goes down, but there is a second wave coming from Mindel already.
Yeah, and I really love this of Mindel. It really shows that he recognizes the strengths that he has right now, or the advantages that he has, because of the overall build. Meanwhile, the Liberator, sorry, we have a little bit of Raven harass, but because of Special's overall build, his stim is very late, so these Marines aren't that scary. Like, the Marines can't really do too much, and there we go. Special is forced to pull the boys.
Wow, the boys are being pulled, and the Stalkers are just walking into the base. The Marines are still there, so they should be able to deal with this army, but not without a lot of damage to SpeCial.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of SCVs are going to be going down, but at the same time, a lot of probes go down as well. That one weakened Liberator came back in. This harassment, it's not even that many units. It's one Liberator or one Raven is keeping SpeCial in this game.
Yeah, definitely, like, the harassment from SpeCial has been quite strong in this game, and let's look what we have right now. I mean, the workers are fairly close, although SpeCial does have the Muse on his side. But yeah, the army was gone. The army died in the middle of the map.
The army did die. Well, the army died, as MindelVK was trying to push out. And now that Stim was done, and now that SpeCial was moving out, he was able to weather the storm, and he is able to dethrone MindelVK. Oh.
Yeah, GG's to SpeCial, as he's gonna be our next king for the time being.
Yeah, exactly.
And
like,
the game was much closer than you would expect it to be, I would say.
The game was really intense. Like, again, I feel like if MindelVK just had better defense back at home, like, he would have been able to take this. Like, he was losing an insane amount of probes to the harass. Like, it was just getting too far out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, the Liberator got a lot of kills, so like, I guess it wasn't twice, because the next time it was the Raven, but like, every time there was harassment on Mindel's side of the map, like, a lot of probes were actually falling down, so maybe without that, he would be able to like, you know, deal better with this game.
Definitely. Oh, and yeah, with one Protoss falling, another rises, and this is a Protoss player that I'm really looking forward to. We missed out on OSC King of the Hill last week, but NightPhoenix popped off. He actually was the player that earned the most money last week in King of the Hill, and now he's coming out once again.
Oh. Interesting to see how they're gonna fare versus SpeCial.
Yeah, I was talking to Asher about this earlier, but NightPhoenix, he popped off so hard last week. He was able to take down MaxPax, he took down Spirit, he took down MeomaikA. NightPhoenix just went out of control last week, and we weren't able to cast it. You know, we weren't able to see that, so I hope we can see some of that here.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a bit of NightPhoenix and in the Alpha X Ascension. So we had a chance to cast him recently, and I mean he's been definitely one of these players that has been on the rise lately. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how he's gonna fare here.
Yeah, NightPhoenix, he I gotta post that.
No?
Oh my god,
Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot.
But NightPhoenix, he's I feel like he's kind of like a seasonal player. Like 1 month he's there, he's active, he's popping off, and then he takes like a month break. You know, and he calms down and he focuses a lot more on IRL things, and he comes back the next month. But whenever he shows up, like he really does dedicate a lot of time. He streams, he puts in a lot of practice, and yeah, definitely a player to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. And we will be looking at him right now as we are loaded into the map that is 2000 atmospheres away. And we are looking at our yellow Protoss from Ukraine, I believe, right? And representing hot-headed gaming. It is none other than NightPhoenix.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres, we have the Mexican Terran player representing Storm Gaming. It is SpeCial.
What was that other name that NightPhoenix wanted to be called?
What? You mean NightPhoenix's old ID, SlyCrab?
No, because the whole cat thing came from something.
Oh yeah, I can't.
I don't remember what it was. I just remember it was cat related.
I don't remember. I don't think I want to remember. It's fine. No,
I remember because like you wanted, introduce me as this, and then you did it, and he clipped it. I was like so happy.
Shaking my head. Oh god. Well, we are, getting into this game, and SpeCial was able to show off some of his aggression last game. It didn't quite work out for him, but he was also able to show some great harassing prowess as well, as NightPhoenix is calling SpeCial's bluff. NightPhoenix doesn't scout where the proxy is, and he assumes that it isn't a proxy and even goes for a pylon block.
Yeah, this is a nice pylon in that wall, but yeah, as you said, the probe is seeing everything. He sees the factory being put down as well, so he knows there's probably nothing too aggressive. So, I mean, he's still scouting for it. You can see on the map that the probes are moving out, but I don't think he's like overly concerned about what is happening.
Yeah, and we actually saw this against Akedon during the Ascension League. This is NightPhoenix's kind of go-to response here. He throws down the pylon, he makes a zealot first as well, and he rushes across the map, as well as an adept behind this to try and snowball. So the purpose of those adepts is the fact that the wall isn't a wall right now. Like the pylon is able to kind of disrupt the Sim City a little bit, and NightPhoenix can hopefully get some harassing damage.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he may be able to, but the Zealot is nowhere near here yet, and the Adepts are on the other side of the map. So, SpeCial may be able to complete this wall in time, but he may still be able to, NightPhoenix may still be able to deny this natural.
Yeah, we'll see how good the control is here for NightPhoenix. We do see that he was just kind of keeping that Zealot off to the side until the Adept showed up, and now he can commit to this aggression. CC is on the way, and of course NightPhoenix now knows that the proxy was back at home. Now we have two Adepts, and now NightPhoenix can fight this.
Yeah, and he gets the first Reaper, he's getting the Hellion as well. The Zealot is tanking a lot of damage for the Adepts, and the Protoss can just move in.
And there we go. The SCV is going to be going down. The CC is going to be delayed as well. The Hellion is going to rock out and should be able to clean up these units, though. NightPhoenix is running out of steam, but he rocks up with two more Adepts.
Yeah, the Adept reinforcements should be able to even deal with this Hellion, and the natural base is currently denied. It is being held. So overall pretty good for NightPhoenix, and he has time to make an expansion of his own.
Yeah, exactly. We do have an expansion on the way. We do have still one Reaper alive, and SpeCial is going to go for a bit of a scout. Meanwhile, ooh, force cancel at the natural. SpeCial recognizes that he cannot take control of that area. He knows that these Marines are just going to die one after the other as well. NightPhoenix, he has control of this game.
Yeah, and here's where when the SpeCial's like quote-unquote proxy is turning against him, because he is cut off from these Marines. He only has the factory and starport to work with, so he will not be able to get any support from his bio units.
Yeah, the reactor goes down as well. The Marines are going to get cleaned up. Now that we have a Cyclone, SpeCial can work on cleaning this up, but he has to be careful with this Cyclone, and there we go. NightPhoenix is going to respect this. He's going to get the hell out of here.
Is he? Okay, he is. For a second, I thought he's gonna cancel the shade and just go in, but no, he does respect the Cyclone, and he will be moving back home. But I assume this is not the end of the aggression.
Yeah, I mean, SpeCial behind this, very similar to the last game. He wants to turn the tables. He wants to try and put some pressure on the Protoss player. So we have not just a tank on the way, but a medevac as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does load up that tank and go across the map immediately. He doesn't have a lot of units, but again, I'm sure he wants to try and make something happen. Meanwhile, NightPhoenix, he just doesn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, I told you, he once he saw that how much damage he was able to do SpeCial, like indirect damage, but still damage. Like, I don't think he's gonna be stopping anytime soon, and these adepts are moving straight into main base.
Oh, yeah, the wall was not a wall. The adepts get into the mineral line as well. A lot of SCVs are going to be going down far more than they ever really should, and at the same time, this CC is still being threatened.
Yeah, and now with the Warp support as well, like NightPhoenix can reinforce right here. There are 2 tanks on the ramp, which will stop this for a little bit, but the Stalkers can actually focus them.
The force fields as well. The tanks, there is no way out. They are going to be focused down. Nicely done by the Viking, though. The Warp Prism was sniped, so that was a costly fight for NightPhoenix.
Yeah, I mean, once again, he did a lot of damage. A lot of SCVs went down, and he did take down both of these tanks, but it's a question, was it worth his entire army at the same time?
I mean, I feel like if NightPhoenix didn't lose his Warp Prism, he probably could end the game right now. Like, these Stalkers would have been warped in aggressively,
probably.
and he would have been able to just keep pushing. But because the Prism went down, SpeCial is slowly stabilizing. We can see he's slowly catching up in the worker count. NightPhoenix, he wants to try to find a little bit more damage. He does have 5 Stalkers. He does have high ground vision, and there is no tank in the main.
Yeah, there's only the tank in the natural because the 2 of them were killed off earlier. There is a Viking and few Marines and a Cyclone, but they're all in natural now. So if NightPhoenix can catch the right moment, he may actually be able to do quite a lot of damage.
And he's going for it. He's going straight into the main base right now. We do not have another tank. We have an add-on being made instead. We may not have Blink, but we have Blink with that Warp Prism. The Observer goes down, but the Stalkers are already in the main.
Yeah, and NightPhoenix made sure to ferry over all of these Stalkers before he attacked. The SCVs have to be pulled over for the defense, and the Adepts are being warped right in the middle.
Oh my god, the Adepts are going ham on those SCVs. The Raven got focused down, the Viking got zoned away as well, and this may not end the game, but it's dealing some game-ending damage.
Yeah, once again, 10 SCVs going down, and most of the Stalkers are actually being saved with a recall, so pretty nice damage from NightPhoenix.
Yeah, NightPhoenix didn't get what he wanted. I don't know if you noticed, but initially he was trying to focus down the tech labs. He wanted to try and deny Stim. Stim just now starts. It's very late. And I still think that NightPhoenix is in a much more commanding position because finally he has tech. Finally he has Blink on the way and the Robo as well. Like, his own tech was delayed because of how aggressive he was being, but he is now catching up. He is now getting a more well-rounded army.
That's the thing. Do you think NightPhoenix should stay aggressive and like keep pushing SpeCial all the time, or should he focus a bit more on his own army and like building a stronger force?
I think right now,
because he does seem like he doesn't want to stop.
Yeah, I think right now would be a good moment to stop because he's already lost 2 prisms and he may lose another as we have a bit of a lock on there. The Adepts are trying to focus on whatever they can, but the target firing isn't quite there. The Adepts all get taken out. At the same time, Stalkers are going to poke, but there is a tank at the natural, so SpeCial isn't going to lose anything.
Yeah, the natural is pretty well fortified. I mean, on the bright side, NightPhoenix has the time to take his third base, while SpeCial will be staying at home for a little while, probably. But I'm just worried that NightPhoenix is too focused on the aggression, and in the end, in a big fight, he just won't have enough numbers for special.
It's definitely possible. It is definitely possible as the Stalkers are trying to find a little bit more damage here. I mean, something that will help out is Charge. Charge is a very important upgrade that's on the horizon, and it will kind of give NightPhoenix a good army against the Bioforce that Special is working towards. But we'll see if he can get it in time, and we'll see if Special will give him enough time as Stim just finished. Oh,
Another War Beast run! No, the War Beast goes down. The Stalkers will try to avenge it, but that's a costly loss for NightPhoenix. But nice Blink Micro though.
yeah, the Blink Micro's pretty good, but we're running out of shields, and Special is going to be able to push this back. A lot of Marines did just go down. The supplies are still looking quite similar, as we do have a drop slipping into the main base. No workers are going down yet, but the shield battery does get focused.
Yeah, the shield battery did buy just enough time for all of these probes to be saved. The bit of the army had to be pulled though for the defense, and now Special is attacking on a different front.
Yeah, and NightPhoenix is out of position, by the way. This third base is completely exposed. Special is about to rock up, and NightPhoenix is not ready for this. He's across the map instead. He blinks on forward. He knows that there's nothing at home, so now we're getting into a bit of a pseudo-base trade.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There is a bit of army on NightPhoenix side of the map though, so he may be able to still stop Special there, but I don't think he's getting the damage on the other side of the map, so suddenly this is getting really tricky.
Oh, the boys are being pulled. The Widowite shots! Oh, God! Oh, the Widowite shots, a juicy 17 probes go down, but NightPhoenix still has a worker lead, but nowhere near as much as he otherwise should have.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of workers are falling on both sides actually, but this army of Protoss is starting to melt, and there's still more Terran coming.
Yeah, still more Terran. I think Special may just have too much. NightPhoenix was putting up a very good fight, but in the end is being outscaled here. Special is rallying everything he has across the map.
Yeah, that's how you know the Terran is feeling confident, when they're just railing across the map. And I mean, the Stalkers will try to do what they can, but this is a strong Bioforce coming his way.
Yeah, it really is. And sure, we have Charge, but we just don't have a lot of Zealots. We don't have a lot of economy. NightPhoenix is broke. He's running out of money. He pulls the boys once again into the Widow Mines.
Yeah, and ooh, another 14 probes falling down, and GG is called.
GG gets called. Special once again weathers the storm, defends, and takes down another Protoss.
Yeah, GG's to Special for getting another win in the OSC King of the Hill weekly. And as a reminder, each win, each map that these players win is more prize pool for them.
Oh, GG. GG, well played. Oh, and now we have another player that is stepping on up. Oh, looks like it is going to be Nicoract.
Okay. So we have a bit of a team kill with Psystorm versus Psystorm.
Oh yeah, we're getting back into the team kills. I was joking with Asher about this earlier. We were saying, I was telling him how, like, mate, watch, as soon as you leave, all the TVTs are gonna start. And he's like, yeah, probably.
I heard that.
It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I knew this would happen. So, like, look, there are certain rules about this channel. First off, when I'm casting, the game will probably be short. There are no long macro games when I'm casting. And there will be a lot of Terrans, just because I despise TVT. I mean, there are a few players who can make TVT interesting, but it's a few players. So we'll see if SpeCial and Nicoract belong to those few.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there could be some great TVTs out there, okay? They can be amazing, they can be beautiful. It does come down to the players. You know, there are some players that are just slower and they go for the more mech style with the sieged up positions, but that doesn't always have to be the case. We shall see which one we have before us. I want to believe that both SpeCial and Nicoract, they want to be aggressive. They want to be in each other's faces.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. They do seem like the players who like a bit more dynamic stuff. Although SpeCial is known for trying his mech as well. I mean, look.
Oh boy, yeah, we'll see if we get that. We'll see as we're going to be loading on in our
no,
next
the
game.
colors.
The next game
Oh.
is going to be on Ancient Sister.
Yep, we're loading into Ancient Sister, and we have a TVT with, wait for it, red versus orange.
Yeah, let's go, Papi, let's go. I mean, special has to go for the color of Doritos. He has to.
Okay, fair enough. And we are now loaded into the map, and we are looking at the base of the red Terran player, representing SpeCial Gaming. It is Nicoract.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have his opponents, the Mexican Terran player representing SpeCial Gaming. It is SpeCial.
But that reminds me, Nicoract is the Beyond Slayer, right?
He is.
At least in the King of the Hill weeklies. I don't know how it goes in other tournaments. But
Yeah.
he has a long history of sniping Beyond in the King of the Hill.
Nicoract is a TVT sniper. He has had some very impressive results in this matchup. He can definitely take it to the best of them. So this is going to be a spicy series. Even though SpeCial is more well-known, even though he's more well-rounded, even though he has arguably better TVP and TVZ, Nicoract, specifically in TVT, mate, he can keep up. He can keep up.
Yeah, definitely. Like, seems like one of those like specialist players who have like their one best matchup that can like really shine over the others. But we'll see how it goes this time, because so far we're getting a pretty good mirror.
Yeah, both players are going. Oh my god. SpeCial with the A move does drill away at Nicoract. As both players are going for these 2 gas openers, it's what we should expect in TVT. It's all about the early game aggression to begin with, getting those Reapers out, getting into those Hellions.
Yeah, it looks like both players checking out what the opponent is doing and, just going back to their homes like nothing to see there. Looks like they also know exactly that they have been mirrored. Let's see again.
Oh.
Aww.
I was hoping that this time Nicoract would drill SpeCial, it would just...
Yeah. That sounds so wrong out of context.
Drill him, Papi, drill him.
Oh no. Even the Reapers are just passing each other, don't even interact with them.
Yeah, so far the production tab has been pretty similar for both players. Reapers are going to rock up. Nicoract goes straight for the natural, meanwhile SpeCial goes for the main instead, so both players kind of have different approaches. As a result, the CC is going to be delayed a little bit more for SpeCial.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge delay because Nicoract leaves immediately and the next SCV is able to continue the construction, but it's still a nice little few seconds there.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this is just a better start for Nicoract because SpeCial lost his Reaper. We kind of glossed over it, but yeah, when he was there in the main base, he did end up losing it, and now Nicoract has a Reaper advantage, and now SpeCial has to relinquish map control.
Yeah, and Nicoract will use that control as he's moving to the other side of the map. There are already 2 Reapers and a Hellion waiting for them, but he actually gets the first shot.
He does get the first shot off. He's going to get the first Hellion as well. So overall, I feel like, yeah, Nicoract does trade better, but we're still only talking about a handful of units, and it isn't enough to really snowball yet.
Oh, careful about this ramp though. Just runs straight into the Hellion and loses both of his units, looks like.
Yeah, but he reinforces with another Hellion, so we're actually going to trade pretty evenly overall. Nicoract does have a Hellion left over, but SpeCial, he's got his production. He defends.
I feel like I rarely see Terrans trading that much on the beginning of the game. Where it's like usually it's like they just meet each other once and they're like, okay, time to move to the next step of the game. But no, they just keep sending units.
Personally, I think it's because Nicoract killed the first Reaper. I think like there was a lot of pressure on him to like capitalize and like try and snowball.
Yeah.
And he was really eager to try and do more damage. And in the end, it didn't really pay off for him. In the end, you can argue that maybe he overextended and things weren't able to completely go his way. And now things are going to settle again.
I would say it was quite funny when the Cyclone locked on the Reaper just to one-shot it. It's quite a shot. But yeah, we have Banshees coming here from SpeCial, and Cloak is already on the way as well. Nicoract did go for a Raven, but I think that Raven is actually moving across the map.
Yeah, so SpeCial, he's really fond of this. Yo, Cloak isn't done, by the way. We get a lock on the first Banshee. Can he get it up? Oh my god.
Ooh, Banshee goes down. The second one is still in production, and Nicoract is seeing all this move out happening, so he can prepare exactly for this.
Yeah, exactly. So a great continuation here for Nicoract to shut down that Banshee play. At the same time, Raven slips into the main base for a little bit of harassment. Doesn't get any worker kills, but a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah, once again, things like looking really nice for Nicoract this game. It's like, it's not like huge events, but like he just gets a lot of like these small advantages that quickly just start adding up.
Exactly. Meanwhile, I love this from SpeCial, by the way. He actually is trying to intercept that Raven.
Yeah.
He knows that the Raven is somewhere,
get
so
it.
he moves in position, and potentially he could get the Raven, unless the patrol is a little bit off. Meanwhile, SpeCial's committing. He misses it. No, up. He wants
No,
it.
he sees this. He sees this. He saw it, but he's gonna run. It's gonna run away.
Yeah, it's too late. Smurge. SpeCial, the rally, the pathing there just wasn't really working out for him. But what's exciting is that SpeCial is playing mech, and not just mech. We have speed on the way. Banshee speed.
Yeah, at the same time, he did kill quite a few workers on Nicoract's side of the map with a bit of his own harassment, and yeah, they're much closer now. Actually, they're quite even on the workers. SpeCial now taking a bit of an advantage, and he's preparing an attack.
Oh, pretty important scout here because Cloak was already revealed. Hyperflight Rotors has been confirmed, so Nicoract knows exactly what SpeCial is up to. Meanwhile, nice lock on. One of the tanks is going to be going down. Without any tanks, Nicoract can't really push out. Meanwhile, another Banshee is coming in, and we still do not have an a turret.
Yeah, we do have a lot of Ravens though, so this Banshee will be dealt with, but not before it kills quite a few SCVs.
Ooh, 4 SCVs are going to be going down. Nicoract, his economy is in shambles right now, and he has a much slower army. SpeCial is going for Battle Mech. He's going for Cyclone Banshee.
Yeah, and he has the time to expand as well with that, so overall, like, going into the game, he will have much better economy going forward as well.
Yeah, he really will, and I don't really see a world where Nicoract can really move out anytime soon. Like, his army is good against a standard Terran army, against Bio Tank, but against Banshee Cyclone, nowhere near as much, and now Nicoract has to just stay back that much longer. We do have a 3rd CC done, but he hasn't gone to land it yet, and SpeCial is just being as annoying as possible.
Yeah, that's a good description of it. Like, that barracks is doing nothing but being annoying.
Oh, and even
the drop is being intercepted.
yeah, even as Nicoract tries to move out, he gets caught out by all these Cyclones, and because of Magfield, to be fair, Magfield isn't even done yet. Even without it, everything goes down.
Yeah, just caught in really bad spot there, and suddenly everything is turning against Nicoract, and with the advantage from SpeCial, it's getting much more tricky to play.
Yeah, exactly. We see a scan here. Nicoract, his heart is going to be sinking right now. He sees a full saturated 3rd base. SpeCial scans and sees no 3rd at all. So SpeCial's going to be feeling pretty good about himself. And Nicoract has to try and make a choice here. He's throwing down more of these Raxes. He's committing to his biotank because he has to. But yeah, he can't really move out.
Yeah, I don't even know how much these tanks will do against this mobile army of SpeCial, and it is constantly lurking on the map, so yeah, this is tricky to play.
Yeah, we're basically going to be forced to play. Nicoract is forced to play a game that Kuro hates, and that is just turtle up. Because you're right, like, these tanks offensively are going to have a hard time. Nicoract wants SpeCial to push into him. That's like the ideal situation, for SpeCial to push into this massive tank line. So Nicoract, especially because he's behind economically, he's going to have to slowly expand. Slowly to kind of take a
By the way, I'm watching SpeCial like slowly build stuff on Nicoract's side of the map with his SCVs.
Yeah, we got a depot on the way. We got a marine as well to spot. Nicoract was like trying to catch something here on the right hand side, maybe some banshees, but the banshees came in from the left instead.
Yeah, didn't quite predict it as much as he could. And yeah, SpeCial is taking his 4th right now, where Nicoract was just barely able to set up the 3rd, so... Yeah, I think this is time for the attack, if there is any.
Yeah, he's going to be moving out, and to be fair, he has a lot of potential with this push, because not just the tanks, he also has those ravens for auto turrets, or maybe even disables if he sees it that he needs to utilize that. So we'll see if he can siege up in position. SpeCial was able to scan, he sees everything, and he comes in with some banshees.
Yeah, there are turrets now for defense, but with 3 banshees, the turrets aren't that much of a problem, and a few marines won't be able to deal with all of them in time. At the same time, Nicoract is attacking right into SpeCial, disabling all of the tanks, and he may actually be able to take this.
Yeah, the tanks get disabled, but the boys are pulled, and I don't think there's enough bio to protect these tanks. The SCVs are actually getting on top of everything.
Oh yeah, the tanks are now alone. There are only medivacs to support them, but they can't heal them at all, so everything will be going down. So overall, like, both armies suffered some losses, but SpeCial still has the reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, Nicoract lost his entire army. SpeCial lost 15 SCVs, but SpeCial still has a worker lead. That shows you just how far ahead he was. It also shows you how desperate Nicoract was to deal some damage. Things are kind of evening up, but SpeCial still has a 4th base on top of Nicoract's non-existent 4th.
Yeah, and Nicoract will try to attack that 4th position right now, but the planetary is about to be ready, so this bio may not be actually that much of a threat, together with the reinforcements from SpeCial.
Yeah, exactly. Nicoract, he is deflected for the time being. He has another force here on the left-hand side, so he wants to go for a bit of multi-prong harassment. We'll see if he can pull it off in the end, because SpeCial has stopped cyclone production, so he doesn't have anywhere near as much anti-air, but we see a scan anyway.
Yeah, and there were Hellions going that way as well, so the army was definitely going to be spotted. But what I'm more concerned about is, like, both of these armies are like small biopacks, so against like a line of tanks, I don't think they will last very long.
Yeah, looking at the units tab here, SpeCial has 11 tanks to the 4 tanks of Nicoract. Again, Nicoract having his tank count reset earlier really did hurt him, and SpeCial hasn't really lost too many at all. Like, his army is just more efficient. It's just outscaling Nicoract, despite the fact that technically SpeCial has the lower army supply.
Yeah, I mean, he has the more expensive units in his army. Meanwhile, the bio of Nicoract probably will not stand very long in this direct engagement. At the same time, SpeCial does not finish the harassment and is constantly sending units to the other side of the map.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, SpeCial, the scariest thing that SpeCial has to deal with is a Doom drop. And he just keeps scanning. He scans over and over again. He sends out a couple of units. He has spotter Raxes, spotter buildings all over the place. Hellion run-by is going to cause a little bit of havoc and devastation. And SpeCial, he wants to try and dive on top of these tanks.
Yeah, and these tanks are too slow for the bio. Some of them are being picked up, but these 2 are actually in danger.
In the end, SpeCial, he backs off, he clears up those rocks, and SpeCial's going for a counterattack. He is going to just let this army come in.
I mean, to be fair, he does have a bit of a defense set up. He has this tank siege, he has the Hellbats, and I mean, if the army is on his side of the map, that means it is not at home.
Yeah, and now Nicoract, he's loading on up, and he's going for a massive Doom drop into the main base. He's getting on top of the production, but we have Thors at home to defend.
Yeah, and as the tanks are sieging, the turrets will deal a lot of damage, but I think there is still enough force for Nicoract there. But at the same time, he is losing his natural, and this entire production is gonna be camped.
Yeah, I mean, Nicoract as well is getting on top of the production of SpeCial, so both players are... we're getting into a pretty chaotic situation here, but I do think overall SpeCial just has a stronger army.
Look at the worker queues, they're exactly even.
Oh my god, they were even for a time, and now it looks like Nicoract is barely going to be able to kill all the tanks in the main base of SpeCial, but SpeCial is actually kind of getting stuck on himself here.
Oh, the tanks on the ramp.
Yeah, feels bad, man. Finally he gets on through, and now that he's made it in, I don't think there's any way that SpeCial can be stopped here in the main.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, both of them are destroying each other mains, but the thing is that, like, SpeCial already has more bases established, so even if Nicoract would clean this entire main base, like, there's still more left, and GG is cold.
GG gets called. SpeCial, his reign continues. He isn't just good at the TVP, but also at the TVT as he takes down Nicoract. Oh.
So, who's gonna be the next person to challenge SpeCial?
GG. I mean, again, Nicoract was looking really good that game, to be honest. Like, he was looking really good in the early game. It's just, yeah, as the game progressed, he did, like, overextend a little bit and maybe lost a little bit too much of the harassment of SpeCial as well.
Yeah, I think this was like the thing, because if you remember, the early game was going really well for Nicoract. He was able to get some crucial scouts, a few good snipes, and so on. But then he had like these few situations where, like, oh, he sends a drop, and the drop immediately falls straight into the cyclones. Like, I feel like there were just a few unfortunate moves from Nicoract that just, you know, eventually snowballed and made it hard for him to get anywhere.
Definitely. It was a rough kind of mid-game there for Nicoract. But I hope he doesn't feel too bad about it overall. Like, he did play well against SpeCial, and hopefully we get to see more of Nicoract in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, SpeCial continues his reign as the king of the hill, and we are nearing the end. We have 4 more best of ones remaining.
Yeah, as a reminder, each King of the Hill weekly is 15 best of ones, and each player gets, I think it was, yeah, 750 USD for each map. But also, the last winner, the one who wins map 15, gets a bonus $15. So you really want to stay there till the end.
Oh yeah, you want to stay there till the very end in case you maybe even get revived. Oh, so we'll see if anyone does. We shall see, as we have our next player over in the land of, I think we're here in North America. A player that I haven't seen in a very long time. Do you remember this?
Is it Wardy? He's in the channel, Kappa.
No, it's NasisNazty. Do you remember them?
Oh yeah.
From back
He's
in the
not like
day.
a pro player.
Mhm.
He's not like a pro player, but like he's always been like very active in all the OSC weeklies. Like, you could see him in a lot of tournaments.
I mean, you say he's always been active. I would say that he probably wasn't active in 2022, or like
Fair.
Yeah,
Like back like a few years ago.
like 2020.
He had like this yeah. He had like this season where he was like in every weekly you could possibly find.
Yeah, he was all over the place, just signing up left and right. 2019, 2020, maybe even 2018 as well. So it's great to see him again. It's a name that I haven't seen in a very long time. Yeah,
very interesting to see him here again. But hey, this is the thing. Like, OSC King of the Hill weekly, this is an OSC Elite event, which means if you are an OSC Elite member, you can be invited here. You just have to let know Eddie.
Yes. Just let them know and you can be a part of this. And I'm sure there's a lot of love as well between OSC and Nasis as well, just because of the long-standing history that we've had together. I'm really curious. Hold on. I don't think he has a Wikipedia page, but I'm sure if I look up the name, I'm gonna get a bunch of
He has an Ali Gulag page. You could check his Ali Gulag. I don't think he has a Wikipedia. That would be crazy. Because it's possible, but I don't think he does.
He does. Yeah, I think he's played enough in
he
enough
does.
events. There you go.
Yeah, because like I don't think he's like, you know, like pro level, but he just plays so many tournaments that he may just, you know, get a page based off that basically.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I don't know if you know this, but the matches tab is broken at the moment. I noticed this yesterday. I think for every player it's broken.
On all pages or
on all pages,
specific pages?
Yeah, on all pages.
Okay.
So I can't look up the matches, but I can look at the last tournaments. And yeah, just for confirmation, at least according to Wikipedia, which is a little bit broken at the moment, his last event that he played in, or one of the last events, was in 2020, Battle of the Americas. That's what he played. He used to play in like Battle of the Americas, Exxon Cup, the Pizza Pie Bi-Weekly, the NA Apprentice. Oh my god. So many old events. OSC Melee.
Yeah, basically anything there was there at the time. But yeah, we'll see what we're gonna witness here. What kind of strategies he's gonna bring. There you go. NasisNazty has the record of third most ever tournaments won in a season. What? He won the tournaments? Which tournaments was it?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Did I miss?
Are you sure?
Did I miss some event?
Yeah. Are you sure one or?
I mean, Eddie says one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think he won that many.
Played.
There you go. Played. Yeah. That makes sense.
But
I was like, did I miss the rise? The rise of this player? Like, I don't remember that.
But yeah, I do recognize the name. He definitely made a name for himself back in 2020. Was great to see. Oh, as it looks like.
He played 137 tournaments in 2020 alone.
Yeah, that was back in the era of Elusori as well. Yeah, a lot of big names, a lot of weekly tournaments as well back then. As it looks like we're just going to be remaking as well, just to make sure that the servers are nice and settled for everyone. And yeah, I'm really excited to see who else is going to be coming out. So we have NasisNazty for the next game, and we're going to have 3 more players after this as well. Who's missing? Has
Mixu played already?
Yes, Mixu played.
Okay, he did play. I mean, he can still be revived.
True, that's true. Good.
Who did we not see today? I mean, we only seen NoMercy from the team, the boys. So we could see some of them. Who else is there? Who is like always there for the King of the Hills? I mean, SpeCial is definitely a regular. He has won quite a few of these.
He has.
Who has not played today? We haven't seen any of the Polish players.
True. There's typically a lot of Polish players out there, and they happen to be missing, which is kind of crazy. Whether it's players like Art or Geralt or Ziomek or Krystianer, they all just happen to be a little bit absent. So I'm a little bit shocked by that. Hopefully we get a couple of them towards the end here. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely possible. I mean, all these Polish Protoss players have to show up sooner or later.
Definitely.
Why is Poland dominated by Protoss? We will never know.
Oh god, there's just something about potatoes.
What?
As we are just getting set up here, it looks like our next map is going to be on Dragon Scales. We haven't had too many games on that, and here we go. We are loading on in. Oh, haven't seen Nasus play in a long. I don't know if is it Nasus or Nasus. I don't know.
I don't know, but his in-game is NasisNazty, so.
Yeah.
He has like few different versions of his name, like few different combinations.
He is nasty.
I guess so.
Okay, here we go.
And we are now live on Dragon Scales LE as we are looking at our new challenger. At our one of the I know that nobody can see that, but every time there is a pause in the game, I just like literally freeze with whatever I'm doing. I literally don't move, I don't breathe, like a pause is a pause.
You're like, nobody move! Nobody! Something's wrong! If you move, you're gonna break something. Oh,
yeah, you just can't move, like that's the rules. If they say pause, you just have to like freeze as you are.
Exactly. Also, I want to give a special shout out as well because Asher was asking for him earlier, asking for Eba to see if he would show up, but I think Eba it was his birthday yesterday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think it was 2 days ago now.
Or 2 days ago. Yeah. So unfortunately, he didn't show up. Feels bad, man. I don't know if he's having like an extended birthday break or something.
No. He streamed yesterday. I watched him streaming.
He did stream.
He was streaming. He was playing his Alpha X Ascension run in the Code A, I believe.
True. Then what's going? Where is he? What happened?
I don't know. I think he lost a few too many games and was done with it for
okay.
Oh. But anyway, this is neither here nor there because we are back into the game on Dragon's Case Elite and we are looking at our challenger. Coming from a bit of a hiatus, but like a very active OSC player, it is the Blue Protoss, NasisNazty.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales LE, we have the Mexican Terran player representing Psystorm Gaming. It is SpeCial.
So no cheesing, not taking into the heart the rule that like, oh, you're playing a better player, you have to cheese them. No, we're playing a proper game.
I'm really curious actually if SpeCial is familiar with NasisNazty. Just because again he had a bit of a reputation, kind of like Elusori or even oh my god, the Alpha X Zerg player, what's his name, who played in everything. You know him.
I know him. I mean,
do you know what I'm
you're
talking
not
about?
meaning Starkiller.
Yeah, Starkiller. Yeah, Starkiller. Exactly.
Starkiller. I was thinking of amateur player, but okay.
No. So yeah, I wonder if he's familiar, as this is a very odd opener, by the way.
That is adventurous. Is what I'm gonna call it. No, look, I love it because this is the real like spirit of the ladder, okay? This is not like pro tournament build. This is the ladder build, okay?
True. So NasisNazty does something a little bit odd and he goes for a 2-gate opener and he makes 2 zealots, which typically is not necessary. As we can see, these zealots don't really have anything to do. Even if you're trying to argue, oh, they're safety zealots, so what is zealots really going to do against a Reaper? So in this matchup, typically this is only if you think you're being proxied, if you think your opponent is going to be very, very aggressive, and even then it's only to make a single zealot. As the Reaper,
you say that.
You
say that, but the Reaper took quite a lot of damage from these 2 zealots, and now even the Probe should be able to kill it. This is all mind games. Also, if you don't know what the zealots are for, they are to confuse the enemy.
True, and I'm sure SpeCial is very confused right now as he does kill 2 probes, and he also scouts the Robo. So NasisNazty, it looks like he's going to be committing to a 1-base all-in. Oh, almost traps the Reaper there. Does get his Stalker out, and there is that Prism to just zoom across the map.
I mean, look, it could be worse, but the Reaper was scared off. And only 3 probes fall down, but yeah, when the attack from SpeCial comes, this may be a bit tricky. They may even miss each other, to be honest.
Well, I mean, SpeCial, I don't think he's really going to attack because he's seen everything. I'm pretty sure he's going to be defensive back. We'll see what his plans are, right? Because he's making a Cyclone, which makes plenty of sense. He's making a second Cyclone as well. Great defensive units as they shoot up and down, and they can focus down these high-tech value targets. But because of the medevac, it does look like he wants to just be in NasisNazty's face. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, because I saw the medevac coming, I feel like they're gonna just, exchange armies to their bases. But with SpeCial definitely has a bit more in terms of defense.
Yeah, and I worry because the rally. Look at the rally. We're gonna have the lock on. God!
Everybody avert your eyes. Protoss players, don't look.
Oh, and I love the idea, but with the death of that Prism, I don't think there's much here. I mean, we have 4 Stalkers, which is great, but we have a lot of units on the ground here for SpeCial.
Yeah, and there are no shield batteries present, so unfortunately these Stalkers have no support there. And I mean, look, it's a good effort. It takes some bravery to go against all these pro players, and NasisNazty just does it.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He plays in tournaments. He plays in King of the Hill. He just tries his best.
Yeah, and to be fair, like the overall build here, like going for a 3-gate all-in with a Prism is something that happens at the pro level, is something that happens at the highest level of play, just not quite in this order. With that, it looks like SpeCial is going to be able to take control here of the main base. We have 2 Stalkers warping in. These are the last units that NasisNazty is going to be working with, and they're gone.
GG. But see, as you were saying it, like, oh, you only make the zealots like when you proxy. I'm like, I feel like a lot of this build was like ladder trauma, where it's like I've been proxied before.
No, that's
I'm not letting this happen again.
That's typically what happens with some of the lower level players, like because they get, I don't know, they get 12 pulled so often or proxied so often and something like that. It does kind of force them to like ingrain a certain kind of play style to kind of be prepared for that without having to scout, for example.
But also there are also pro players who will do that, actually. I know of a few pro players who, when playing like a lower level player than themselves, they will actually try to cheese them as kind of a skill check, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
So I feel like it's a justified approach to the match.
It's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. As GG gets called, we have our next player, and oh, let's go. It is one of the ex-Synthex boys. We had NoMercy earlier today. Kuro, who's it going to be?
There was NoMercy. There was SharKRippeR was part of them, right?
Yeah, there it is. There you go. You got it.
Who was the third one?
Soon.
Who was the third one, though? Soon. Just soon. Yeah, it is SharKRippeR.
Oh, there you go. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, you know what that means? PvT. Oh. I'm
gonna see you guys later.
It's also possible that we're gonna get SharKRippeR, and then after this game, Soon is gonna show up as well. So we could have back-to-back TVTs. Oh boy.
Yeah, too soon, Sinistro. Thank you.
Aye, let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Shout out to Sinistro as well in the chat. I do see Sinistro showing up as well. One of the great minds behind ESL, and I know there have been a lot of announcements recently, and it is great to hear that, of course, we're going to have plenty of weekly support as well. Yeah, a lot of initiatives happening, you know, like we're entering an era with weekly tournaments like this, kind of meaning that much more, to be honest.
Yeah, and I like that some of the people in the community are already jumping into action, because, I mean, obviously Wardy has announced he's gonna be making tournaments, as he always does. Yeah. But Chickenman and Dave Testa have been trying, like, they're organizing a weekly tournament for Korean players as well. That's supposed to have at least $400 prize pool weekly.
Yeah, which is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as ESL Open Cups, basically. So they are already working on that, and they said that the first weekly is already starting next week, I believe Thursday. So, you know, we already have some people jumping into action, and I hope everybody supports them.
Yeah, definitely. It's really exciting news here. It's really cool to hear as well that they're very receptive as well of like other people coming in. Like, I'm sure we're gonna be all over that as well, casting, because it is open to community casters, so they just want everyone to get eyes on it. And hopefully word gets around to the Korean players, and hopefully they're able to show up and be a part of this. It's not like Korean players aren't used to playing in weekly tournaments. Like, remember, like Leifang Cups and the Lima Leagues and Kung Fu Cups as well. Like, this used to be a lot more of a frequent thing.
I might have already tried to advertise the tournament a bit, because I happen to be in Genio's stream.
There you go.
And he said he was interested. So hey, maybe we got another player.
There you go.
But that's not happening until next week. And right now we are here on Dragon's Case LE once again. And we are looking at our red Terran. It's red versus orange again. But our red Terran, representing Synthex in the past, but now representing the boys? Question mark?
Beer.
Do they have a name? Beer, I guess. It is SharKRippeR. Anyway, are they all German?
Yes.
I'm actually not sure. They are all German. Okay.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales LE, we have the Mexican Terran player representing Storm Gaming. Looking to go to bed soon, as he's going for a proxy, or a proxy 2 racks even, we have SpeCial.
See, I told you that SpeCial is not afraid to proxy. See, this is why NasisNazty was afraid. Because he knew this was coming sooner or later. He just missed the right game.
Yeah, he was one game too soon.
No, soon is another.
So soon is one game too late.
Soon is one game too late, probably.
Oh god. As for the time being, SharKRippeR, he has not gone for an SCV scout. Hopefully he goes for one soon. Otherwise, he may be in for a bit of a nasty surprise. Of course, even if he doesn't scout, he should be okay. There we go. He's throwing down a safety depot here for map vision. And even though he won't see this, as soon as the Reapers reveal themselves, SharKRippeR can respond. And it's all going to come down to control. It's all going to come down to micro.
Yeah, I mean, at least the depot is there, so he will be able to have all the vision on what is happening. But will he have the army in time? Because these 2 Reapers are about to be ready and finished.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where there are periods here where SpeCial is going to have a Reaper advantage, and those are the scariest moments for SharKRippeR until he gets his factory up, until he gets Hellions. In the initial defense, he's going to have to pull some workers to buffer and protect his Reaper as long as it's in position. He's going to be checking in, or he is going to be fighting the proxy. Up. Ooh.
Yeah, he sees the proxy. He didn't see the Reapers jumping in, but they are here in the main base and there are no units. The Reaper has to still come back. The factory doesn't finish. It's actually denied.
Oh, this is actually really scary. A second SCV is going to go down. Finally, the factory does finish, but the Reaper falls.
Yeah, the one that pops up gets focused. The SCVs are trying to help finishing this Reaper off, but there are no units left and Hellion is still on the way.
Yeah, SharKRippeR, he just lost too many of his Reapers. Things are getting a bit out of control here, but now SharKRippeR finally forces his back. Hellion is coming out. He's going to be able to hold on, but this is a lot of lost mining time.
Nice trap with the SCVs, keeping the Reapers off the ramp, but that also means these SCVs are not mining, so yeah, this is a difficult haul for SharKRippeR, but he's still alive for now.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's trying to work on his CC. And meanwhile, the Reapers are going to try and dive on top of this. Do force SharKRippeR back for a little bit. It looks like SharKRippeR with 2 Hellions, he should be okay. But oh, he has to be careful not to lose this depot.
Yeah, because this is his only depot. He is going to get supply block if he loses that. And the Hellions are starting to fall. Actually, there are enough Reapers now to snipe them.
The control from SpeCial is just too good. He gets the Hellion as well, and things are snowballing once again here. We only have a single Hellion to defend, and I don't think it's going to survive that long.
Yeah, the SCVs are trying to chase the Reapers, but they are being kited back, and a lot of them are falling down. And I think SharKRippeR is not gonna be here for very long.
No, he is not. SpeCial, his micro, the control is what you expect from a world-class player. And SharKRippeR just slipped up a couple too many times. With this Cyclone, you know, you can argue, oh, maybe he can clean everything up, sure, but like, what is he really saving?
Yeah, 20 workers going down. 8 SCVs to 28 of SpeCial. I mean, as somebody would say, he's alive, but is he leaving?
Yeah, I mean, especially if he really wanted to, he could just keep on making Reapers and just go in again, because there's literally only 1 unit to defend. The army here for SharKRippeR is 1 Cyclone, and the Cyclone isn't even at home as he moves out. Meanwhile, we have a tank on the way, which is ambitious. SpeCial is going to try and get a scout of the main, and if he recognizes that there's nothing there, he can just go in. Oh no!
Maybe he's gonna land. The Cyclone actually falls down, and GG is now called. SpeCial remains as the king of the hill.
GG, well played. SpeCial, he is going to remain our king, but for how much longer? Because there's still other players ahead of him. My heart goes out for SharKRippeR. That was a rough game. It was a rough game.
Yeah, definitely. Like he was trying to hold, and he was holding for quite a while, but it eventually snowballed, and he was not able to really do much against SpeCial's aggression in the end. So good try, but didn't work this time.
Yeah. A little bit unfortunate. I mean, this is also where maybe ping comes into play, bearing in mind we were playing on America or on the American servers. And in these very high intense situations, you know, it's all about your micro, and ping can sometimes affect that. You know, whether you pull a worker in time, whether you get a repair off in time as well. These little minute details can affect the play of the game. But SpeCial, with a very strong showing here, is going to hold on to his throne, and Kuro, you got your wish. We have a Polish player.
It's soon, isn't it?
We have a Polish
Okay.
player.
Polish player. Okay, who would play at this time? Is it Krystianer?
Oh, you got it.
There you go. 2 out of 2 so far. I guess SharKRippeR and I guess Krystianer.
There you go. There you go. I'm gonna double check. Do you know, officially, is Krystianer still on Blazer, or is he officially on Team GP?
I think he's on GP, but I'm actually not sure.
Wikipedia says Team Blazer.
Because I know he had like the tag of Blazer for the longest time.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, he still uses the Blazer tag in game.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, so for the time being, we're just going to assume that he is on Blazer. Again, Team GP did kind of throw together a mercenary team for WTL.
Yeah, it might have been just specifically for WTL, we don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I assume so, But this is going to be a pretty high-profile TVP.
Yeah, definitely, I mean, as we said, like, Krystianer may not be like the star of like these premier events yet, but he's definitely getting up there.
Oh yeah, he is getting there. And SpeCial just has 2 more players ahead of him, Krystianer and 1 other. Can he go all the way? Can he win every single game and maximize the amount of money that he's going to earn tonight?
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's up to the challengers to break this run. And actually, how many kills, like how many wins does SpeCial have already?
5.
5. Because I know there's also like some special bonuses for breaking streaks, but I don't know how big the streak has to be for that to happen.
Sure.
I'm sure Eddie will provide that in the chat as soon as the delay catches up.
He can let us know. Looks like we have our map of choice. Special vetoed altitude, so we won't be seeing that this game. But Krystianer, he's going on a carpet ride.
Is it a magic carpet ride?
For now, yes. I don't know if we're ever gonna update this map. I don't know if you saw, but the map maker. Yeah, admitted that there is a bug on this map, a graphical glitch on the latter version.
Is it the one about the carpets?
Yes.
Isn't that already fixed?
I don't think so.
Or is it still there? Oh no, it's still there. Yeah. On the custom map, it's already fixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are now looking at the base of our red Protoss player, the new challenger facing the King SpeCial. It is a Polish player, a Polish Protoss, representing Blazer. It is Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have his opponent, the Mexican Terran player representing Storm Gaming. It is SpeCial. He doesn't want the game to go on any longer.
Oh no, he's done. It's getting late. Look. But Eddie just gave us the confirmation that bonus bounty for taking down someone is at 8 maps.
Ooh,
8 map win streak.
8. Okay, so no bonuses to take down SpeCial, but still some money on the line nonetheless. Meanwhile, SpeCial is going for something a little bit cheeky here. He has a Rax at home, and he has 2 Raxes out on the map.
Yeah, very interesting 3 racks there. I mean, not uncommon nowadays, but definitely interesting option to take. Krystianer, meanwhile, making his base very concise is the word. That's all the buildings in one place.
Yeah, you know, we've got some Sim City being worked on here in the main. The purpose of this kind of construction here from SpeCial is that if Krystianer did go for a probe scout, then he would see a Rax at home. You know, then he would see that SpeCial, everything is looking quite normal across the map, when really it's anything but. As SpeCial is going for a very interesting variation. I don't know if you noticed, he didn't take any gases. This is Mass Marine.
Okay then. I mean, look, man with gun is good.
It's pretty good.
As we know, man with gun is OP. So if you can make a lot of man with gun.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen this in TVP before. This is quite common against Zerg players, obviously, because the SCVs move forward and you throw down bunkers and the Marines just end up becoming overwhelming. But against Protoss have a lot of micro ability with the depths and with Stalkers, so you don't see this much at all.
I mean,
I'm really curious to see how this goes.
You say that, but there's one adept that's being sent to the other side of the map right now. So if SpeCial manages to pass through, he may just have like no opposition.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. This is already a bit of a red flag here. Like, already 3 Marines, and here we go. The boys are being pulled, and this is scouted by the Shade. Krystianer knows, but it may just be too late.
Yeah, I mean, he knows, but he also knows because the Marines are already in his base, the ones from the proxy location. And he doesn't even, like, SpeCial doesn't even bother with the natural. He's going straight for the main.
I mean, he's Giga all in. Like, he has to destroy the main base now. There is a shield battery. There is a Stalker. There will be an overcharge. Recall to save or to try and save the Adepts.
And the Adepts are safe for the time being, but the Marines are here and the SCVs are gonna fight.
They are going to fight. We have an Oracle on the way as well. The Oracle is going to change everything. By the way, the boys are being pulled. A lot of probes are going to be going down. The shield battery is being focused down as well.
The Oracle is halfway through on the way. The probes are falling down. 60 of them is dead already. The Stalkers are being focused. And G is cold.
G gets called. SpeCial with the 3 Rax Marine all in. Takes down
man, we've gone good.
It's
Man, we've gone good.
What just happened? Oh my god.
You don't need fancy tech or anything. No, man, we've gone. Man, we've gone good.
The SpeCial with whipping out the special builds here against Krystianer. A little bit smudged. Obviously, Krystianer didn't go for a probe scout to try and figure out what was happening a little bit earlier. Yeah, just a really unfortunate turn of events. You could argue as well, it was unfortunate. I don't know if you noticed, Krystianer never popped overcharge because he recalled. When he recalled, he ran out of energy. Like, that was all of his energy to recall. And
and he recalled like from the ramp as well, so like not that far either.
So if Krystianer didn't have to waste that energy on a recall, then he would have been able to overcharge, and overcharge could have changed things, definitely. Like, overcharge,
I mean,
even though it did get nerfed recently, like, it's still quite powerful.
It might have not like saved like the units, but it could have bought enough time for the Oracle to pop out.
100%. 100%. The Oracle was so close to coming out, and the Oracle would have changed everything. The DPS of the Oracle was insane, especially on stimless Marines. So it could have been the difference between a victory and a defeat. So, pretty intense game, and now we are getting ready for the next player, the last player of the event.
Who is it gonna be? I mean, we didn't have Soon yet.
That's
He's late.
Soon is running late. He's the Terran player that's missing right now. Who else is missing that we usually see in these events?
I mean, we got one Polish player, so that kind of checks out.
Yeah, we should have more.
I don't know if we want all of them, but yeah, we had one at least.
Did have one. When it comes to Zerg players, we're missing Young Yakov. Young Yakov hasn't shown up yet, so potential for Zerg.
We didn't have a lot of like the big names like Björn, for example. Björn sometimes shows up.
True. Björn or Honmono. Honmono, he's usually here. 3 Point sometimes shows up. Chance as well. But I think Honmono and who's the other one, the just right. It's Honmono and oh god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
QuanTa and
No, there's Honmono, QuanTa, Jinio, and there's the other one. There's the one who was on LTK for a little bit. And Percival, that's it, Percival.
oh, first.
Yeah, we haven't seen Percival, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while actually.
Korea, there's a lot of Korean Terrans, okay? There's a lot of Korean Terrans.
I mean, yeah, there always has been. But although we also know that we now know that some Terrans were not meant to be Terrans, as we had some revelations with Asher earlier today.
It's true. It's true. He was meant to bring the Protoss. That was his calling.
Was supposed to bring the balance to the what?
He hates sand. He hates it. Oh my god. I'm quickly just checking here to see who else. QuanTa, Spirit as well. Cuckoo, Baby Marine. Terrans, mainly Terran players. Yeah.
Someone wake up Iba.
Iba.
It's 4 p.m. He should be done with school at this time.
I did leave Iba a
Maybe.
message. I left him a message.
So yeah, we're still looking for the challenger. Bly?
I haven't seen
has
Bly
played in a
play in
few.
a... Yeah, he used to. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, his situation is a bit rough.
Yeah, true. It definitely. I mean, I saw Bly relatively recently, but like, as in like, end of last year sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
would
I'm just
we-
thinking who else, like, commonly appears.
Yeah, who is the hero that we need? Who is going to be good enough, strong enough, powerful enough to bring down SpeCial? Obviously, there are some big names. There are some dark horses as well. It's all going to be up to Eddie. It is Eddie's choice. He's there in the chat. If you're wondering who is Eddie, CEO of OSC Esports. He's the big boss.
Yeah, he's the OSC Esports, basically.
Yeah,
the boss, anyway.
He is OSC Esports. Oh,
So,
boy.
yes, thank you, Emperor Fubu. Somebody redeemed the first Quacker at 3 hours, 40 minutes into the broadcast.
Quack.
Everybody missed it for some reason.
Thank you, Papi, thank you. Oh my god. You love to see it, Papi. You love to see it. But yes, we're waiting for the last player here. Whether it's a Terran or a Protoss, it would be nice if we were able to get maybe even a Korean. I think SpeCial. He's in is he in Korea right now? I think so.
I'm actually not sure. I think it would make sense if he was, but I do not know.
Yeah, I think it's coming back to me. I think he is, especially because he's been posting some Korean gym videos recently as well. So yeah, I'm sure ideally he's hoping for one of the Korean boys to come out if they're available. Of course, if we can't find a unique player, then Eddie can always revive someone that went down earlier.
I'm gonna quickly open some of the previous OSC Kings to see who is missing. Cuckoo has not been playing today.
Yeah, Cuckoo. Hey.
He's also showing up a lot.
Well, I see Emperor Fubu. Byan will show up for sure. Where Asher's always wanting Byan. He could.
Like it, as I said, like Byan is someone we've been missing today.
The one that we are missing. I see Tabo's online. Tabito. I don't think Tabo's an OSC member though.
We should get him a membership,
We should.
just so we can cast him more. It was his birthday as well.
Yeah. It's everyone's birthday. It was
Yeah,
Eva,
actually,
Tapo, Mio.
It's crazy how many people have birthdays this week specifically. I don't know why, but it's just specifically this week. There's just a ton of StarCraft birthdays.
Let's do some math. Here.
No, let's not do math. let's not count that. But yeah, like if you look at the calendar, like for example, the 23rd is just like an entire list of birthdays.
Is there anything big that happens in June?
I mean,
What's in
I
June?
don't know.
What's in June?
It's warm in Europe.
Yeah.
What do you mean happens?
I'm trying to think like why so many people are born and so many pro players have been born like in this period, in this month. I know it's usually one of those things where like 9 months from like Valentine's Day, like there's like a surge of like birthdays and stuff like that, or like 9 months after New Year's, things like that. I'm like, what's in June? What happened? I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? And somebody noticed that on the 23rd it's all Protoss players, so it's specifically Protoss being born on that day.
It's Kala related, yeah, something.
Yeah, it's the Kala. Clearly, their parents were connected by the Kala. I mean, what?
Aye. Yeah, well, for now we're just gonna be chilling. We're just gonna be chilling.
Yeah, we are also waiting. We do not know who the last challenger may
Make
be.
me wait, Papi. It's 2:30 in the morning and I'm falling asleep. Make me wait. Shaking my head.
Yeah, how are we doing, chat?
I hope everyone's been doing well. We've been coming back to
Don't miss podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, we've kind of got a lot lined up for us. We have the podcast tomorrow. We have ESL Asia the day after that. We have, of course, Ascension League. Ascension League is going to be next week. We have maybe another OSC King of the Hill. We have the KSL. I guess that's what they're calling it. The Korean weekly tournament that Dave and Chicken Man are going to be running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think what else is going to be upon us.
Did you hear there are rumors of a Chinese league?
Yeah. I think it was on TL or maybe Reddit. They were saying.
I mean, people are talking about it.
Yeah. They were saying that that they're going to bring back a Chinese tournament, which is pretty exciting because
it will be open. It will be open. It won't be specifically for China. It will be an open
Yeah.
tournament.
So maybe we can jump into that as well. Maybe a lot of opportunities available in the coming weeks for casting.
Yeah, I like hearing all these like things being organized. I think we may be running in the same problem in the past years. It's something that Wardy mentioned on Twitter. It's like there's actually so many tournaments that it's hard to schedule anything because there's always something on.
Yeah. Usually there's always something on. But
yeah.
It is time to come to Korea. It is time for the final series of the night, and it is going to be a banger. Just quickly have to check what team they are on, if any. It is going to be another TVP.
Who is it? Is it Rebellion?
Okay, kind of close. It is going to be NightMare.
Oh, okay. Yeah, haven't seen NightMare in this for a while. But he has definitely played before. And he will be the one to face SpeCial. I mean, yeah, definitely a bugger to finish off this one.
Oh yeah, this is going to be pretty intense. This is going to be pretty sick. NightMare versus SpeCial. They can go the distance. They can go back and forth in a longer series. I expect maybe even an ace match, but it's a best of one. And because it's a best of one, it's going to be crazy.
So, who do you think is going to cheese?
SpeCial. I don't think he will though. Like, he's been a little bit cheesy recently the past couple of games, but I think he respects NightMare a little bit more, so I don't think he's gonna go that far, in the last game.
Okay, fair. Like, because I feel like with people he's like more friendly with, he would cheese them just to like make them mad. But I don't think he has that approach to NightMare.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But we'll see how this goes. It looks like, I don't think we've seen this map tonight. Neo Humanity.
Yeah, there you go. So we're gonna see how it plays out on this. We've seen a lot of Dragon Scale today, I feel like.
Yeah, we've seen a decent amount of Dragon Scale, seen a decent amount of Babylon as well, so it's nice to spread our wings a little bit and get some more maps.
And become human.
What?
Because we were on Dragon Scales and now we're on Neo Humanity. Because it's Neo, so we become human again.
Do you know Kung Fu?
No. As we are loaded into Neo Humanity and we are looking once again, we're looking at a challenger. And this time this challenger is coming from Korea. The Red Protoss, representing Team NV still, I believe, or Club NV. It is NightMare.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the Mexican Terran player representing Storm Gaming. It is SpeCial.
Oh god. His building skin is so shiny on this map.
It's very bright, very shiny.
It looks like it's like a comic style almost.
Yeah, a little bit. It's very, very bright, very pastel in a way.
Yeah.
But as we can see, the Rax is at home. So SpeCial is done with proxying. He's going to be playing a little bit more straight up. This doesn't mean he isn't going to be aggressive. Just I don't imagine he's going to be as aggressive as we've seen these past couple of games.
Yeah. Meanwhile, NightMare going for his low ground wall, which is interesting. There is no ramp here, so just walling off the entrance. And this probe is getting a decent damage on the SCVs, but I don't think he will be able to actually do more than that.
Yeah, NightMare's doing what Protoss do best here, and that is be as annoying as possible. We do see SpeCial is forced to pull another SCV. The probe comes back to try and finish off this worker, but the macro should be good enough, and SpeCial should be able to keep everything alive.
Yeah, gives NightMare time to expand on his own as well, and it looks like SpeCial will be going for that expansion, but on the high ground, just being a bit more safe. Yeah, looks like we're getting a proper game. No cheesing.
Yeah, so far at least. There's always a potential for SpeCial to take a second gas and go for like a pretty committed 2-base all-in or anything like that, but for the time being, everything's looking quite normal. CC on the high ground, reactors on the way. SpeCial not really overcommitting to like Reaper production or anything like that.
I forgot about the slow zone.
There's a slow zone.
Yeah, there's a slow. I saw that one clip when somebody actually trapped an army in the middle of that. Somebody actually has done it.
Yeah. I think a couple of days ago we casted a game where the slow zone came into play as well. I think it was during the Ascension League.
Yeah, but there was like on an escape, right?
Yeah,
they were running away.
Yeah. So this has been pretty impactful so far. It's been popping up quite a bit, which is really exciting. I think I said this during the cast of Ascension League as well, where sometimes we have slow zones and speed zones, and they don't really do anything. They're there, and they technically impact the game, but like not too much, But so far here on New Humanity, it's like actually, it's doing stuff.
Do you remember Turbo Cruise?
Yes.
It was funny. This adept actually trying to take down the Marines, but both of them are safe with very low HP. The Reaper took a probe on the other side of the map as well, so actually SpeCial doing pretty well for himself, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. As we do see, Blink is going to be the tech of choice for NightMare. He has thrown out that Fire Council. We have 2 more gates on the way, so 3 gates in total. Kind of what we should expect here. 3-gate Blink is, enough to posture and apply some pressure, but nowhere. It's you can't really be overly aggressive or anything like that, as NightMare is going to be expanding and taking a 3rd.
Yeah, the Cyclone is coming to the other side of the map, but the Stalkers are already waiting for it. They're gonna fight a bit in the slow zone, which I don't know is the best idea. But
yeah, he got a couple of extra shots because of the slow zone, so very nicely done. Meanwhile, is SpeCial looking. He looks like he is. He pulls back in time, is going to keep the Cyclone alive, but at the same time, we have a drop slipping on by.
Yeah, I feel like NightMare was distracted chasing down that Cyclone and he completely missed that drop coming and now he barely has any defenses at home.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to recall instead. He does have enough units here to defend, but we'll see what he ends up losing. So far, nothing. So a solid defense, but unfortunately has to relinquish map control.
Yeah, relinquish map control, and he did use that recall, so there's that much less energy on the next side. And now these units are stuck here in the base as well because the drop did not go back home, so there's always a risk that it's gonna be coming back.
Yeah, that drop is going to be threatening the main base. We have a Raven as well. So far, he's going to be staying at home. SpeCial behind this isn't going to be committing into mech or any mass cyclone play like we've seen in the past. Is going to be throwing down just some additional Raxes.
Yes, more access. Just make more access because man, we've gotten good.
Is good. He's going for the typical kind of...
We've seen that today.
He's going for the 3 racks follow-up. I say that, but we do have another 2 Raxes behind this, so 5 in total. That's a lot of Raxes.
That is a lot of Raxes. And that will be a lot of money we've gotten, definitely. With Steam already on the way. But NightMare is already working on Storm.
Yeah, this is actually really fast Storm, and I honestly like this. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if SpeCial is looking to hit a 2-base timing with +1 stim and even pulls the boys with it. So for NightMare, if that does happen, if that does transpire, he's gonna have Storm in time.
Yeah, and he already has the High Templars as well, so they are currently like fueling up on the energy. And NightMare has a unit on the other side of the map to be alerted about the attack. So while SpeCial scans the other side of the map, he does not see everything.
Yeah, he doesn't see the main base, doesn't see the Templar archives, doesn't see the High Templar either. So SpeCial is in the dark, is going to be moving out. As he does, NightMare does have eyes on him, as we do have a couple of Stalkers here to just keep tabs on anything here from the Terran player. But NightMare, he cut some corners to work on these High Templar, and it looks like he's getting away with it. We'll see, though. We'll see when SpeCial pulls the trigger.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of army on NightMare's side of the map, and this Terran is coming in. Ooh, the War Prince is actually sneaking away, so it looks like it will be used for counterattack.
No, exactly. We'll see what it gets done, as SpeCial is actually going to back off a little bit here. He does siege up on the slow zone. Meanwhile, a massive warping of Zealots across the map. Charge is done, by the way. Stim still 10 seconds away from going off. That drop from earlier dips on back in. Looks like NightMare was in the midst of potentially taking a 4th base. Oh, no!
Ooh. Yeah, actually the drop gets taken down entirely by the Stalkers, while at the same time the Zealots are being ferried into the base of SpeCial.
Yeah, at the same time, SpeCial's main army wants to try and push on forward, but again, there are High Templar here, there are Storm. I don't think they've been revealed, but SpeCial doesn't know.
Yeah, and there's only Marines here with the MindelVK support, so if the Storm lands on this, that's not gonna be much left. But the tanks are actually coming into play.
Oh, the target firing as well. The High Templar go down to the tanks.
I mean, they do, but at the same time, SpeCial is losing a lot of SCVs on the other side of the map, so it's a question who took a better trade.
He did it again. The High Templar get focused down without the Storm, without the High Templar. These Marines may just be a little bit too much. We blink on forward. The tanks are going to be focused down. At least one of them is.
Yeah, the Archon shows up as well. It was saved from the High Templars. The Zealots are coming back from the escape. And I mean, SpeCial's army did not get cleaned up entirely, so he's gonna keep pushing. And does NightMare have enough to reinforce?
He needs Storm desperately, but SpeCial's just done such a good job at just focusing on these High Templar whenever he can. We have feedbacks instead. Zealots come in to reinforce. This is going to be a close hold. Without Zealots, the Marines are going to win out this fight.
Yeah, the Archon is forced to be morphed, but it's actually not gonna be able to finish. And now it's just the Stalkers versus this Biotank army. And SpeCial found a strong position.
Yeah, and this may just be it. Reinforcements are coming across the map. Even though NightMare, he rushed out Storm, he was never able to connect. He did throw down a Storm earlier, but it just wasn't enough. We do have a couple of Zeds coming from behind. The tanks are being reset. So nice engagement here from NightMare. He isn't out of this yet.
Yeah, but he's losing a lot. He's using probes, he's using units, and I actually don't think he has enough to face this army, while SpeCial is just rallying more and more forces.
Exactly. Like, NightMare needs something more. He's going to try and hold on top of the ramp. The natural base is going to be completely forfeit. NightMare is catching some reinforcements. He does get a tank, and he's going to be able to get some Marines as well. So, very good trades here from NightMare. He is slowing SpeCial down, but the main army is still terrifying.
Yeah, and even his 4th base is currently under attack. There are completely no units here. The Archon is going down. And, yeah, NightMare just has nothing. It's just these Zealots that are trying to chase the army all over the map.
Ah, the probes. The Zealots come back just in time to save what little probes they can. Meanwhile, SpeCial is stimming up into the main base. Again, there's just not a lot here. We have a recall, but even with the recall, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, there are no shield batteries in the main base, so that's not gonna be help either, but he is sandwiching the Marines a bit, but with the proper kiting and like hiding the Sim City, I think SpeCial got this.
Yeah, SpeCial do got this. GG gets called, and SpeCial is going to be OSC weekly number 125, King of the Hill.
GG to SpeCial.
Ah. GG, well played. NightMare, oh my god, he fell for the bait. The game-winning move for SpeCial was when he lured NightMare into the middle of the map, where he had those tanks in the slow zone. He goes for the scan, and he specifically target fired those High Templar. And
yeah, that was the perfect snipe right there, and like that really like won the game for SpeCial. Although I will say I don't know what I think about NightMare rushing the storm, rushing the charge, and then sending Zealots to the other side of the map when he knew that SpeCial is on the move, when he knew SpeCial is attacking. Like, I'm feeling maybe he needed those forces at home.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that it was overconfident, but I don't blame him because, again, like, if those tanks weren't pre-siege in the middle of the map, like, he would have been fine, honestly. Like, he had 2 storms banked up. Like, he should have been able to at least zone away the army and have a bit of an easier time. So I don't fault him too much for going for that move, but obviously we can see that it was kind of his downfall because he didn't have enough at home to defend because of that. Yeah, it was a crazy game. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, very well played by SpeCial there. Like, as you said, like that bait into the tanks was really, really masterful move.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. And with that, GG will play. Congratulations to SpeCial for being our King of the Hill and for, I believe, winning the majority of games tonight. So he is going to be walking away with a lot of that prize pool, the majority of the pot. 7 wins in total. Oh.
But wait, does that mean if he comes to the next edition and he wins one map, that's gonna be eligible for a bounty?
I believe so. I believe Eddie has said this before, where wins do carry over from week to week if they reprise their role as the King of the Hill. So yeah, that could happen if SpeCial shows up tomorrow as the first player. Next week.
You mean next week?
Yeah, as the first player. So definitely something to look forward to. And yeah, good games. I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves as well. It's always great to feature players from all over the world in a tournament like this. You know, we got Koreans, we got North Americans, Europeans, even Southeast Asians.
Yeah, and the thing is, because it's best of one, like, you never actually know what's gonna happen, because it often happens that the underdog just takes one map, and it may be this one map that they need. So it can be much more surprising in terms of the results.
Yeah, I mean, SpeCial, he was definitely shown to bleed a little bit today. You know, I think both Nicoract and NightPhoenix both had really good showings against SpeCial. Just messing up in a couple of small places here and there, which ultimately led to them their kind of downfall. But yeah, it's really good games overall tonight, and thank you so much, Kuro, for joining me, and also shout out to Asher as well, as he was here earlier casting with me.
Do you think he's asleep?
Yes, yeah. He was awake earlier, but I think he's in bed.
Okay. No, because you were saying that he's probably got a ladder or something.
I think he was, actually.
Oh, god damn it.
God damn it, Asher. God damn it. Oh, good. As
Yeah, with that,
Hmm?
our next stream is gonna be the podcast tomorrow in less than 24 hours. So make sure to tune into that, especially because Asher is gonna eat a Vegemite sandwich, and this is very important.
very important. It's important for the narrative. So yes, we're going to be live tomorrow with the podcast. We're going to be talking about I Am Katowice. We're going to be talking about the upcoming changes to EPT. We're going to be talking about, some weekly tournaments that have popped up as well, and other results, and maybe some other roster changes. So if you're interested in some StarCraft discussion, then check it out. We have fun. We like to have fun together.
Also, good point, Sinister. Shout out to Asher because he actually did have some good games in the Mix Cup. Mix was casting him as he was playing on Mono, and he was actually proud of him.
Yeah, there you go. Asher, he can actually play some StarCraft.
He can actually play the
he
game.
can play the game. He's crazy. Oh my god. So much love there to Asher as he's in bed. And fun fact, I just got a message. Eva's actually in school right now. He's in school.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, yeah.
It's
School
important.
be like that.
School is important, education, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Oh boy. But with that, Kuro, do you have anything you want to add before we head off here for the night? I know it's been a long broadcast.
If you want to see some horrible Zerg games, I may stream Ladder tonight. So look forward to that. At Twitch TV 16 Squad Sanseki.
! Kuro in the chat if you want some of those social links. Kuro, of course, is one of the big names behind the CranKy Ducklings. I know she doesn't show up too often here to cast, but she's not mainly a caster. She thrives on spreadsheets and on working behind the scenes.
Yes.
But whenever we can,
And on production.
and on production, whenever we can, we drag Kuro on so she can cast some StarCraft as well.
I'm not a good caster.
Shaking my head. You're the best casting jersey there is, Kuro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm the best casting jersey,
there you
because I'm the only one.
Oh my god. So check out Kuro. She does stream relatively frequently, whether it's StarCraft or Final Fantasy or maybe another game. Check it out there on her Twitch channel. Meanwhile, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I do stream throughout the week. I was streaming Ladder earlier today, some StarCraft Ladder, and I may stream tomorrow as well before the podcast. I don't think we have anything planned in the middle of the day, so we may go live then, just for some cheeky Ladder gameplay. Nothing too serious, we like to chill and have fun and hopefully enjoy ourselves without getting too depressed on the ladder. We all know how the ladder can be. So you can follow me there if you're interested. Otherwise, if you want some more CranKy Duckling action, follow us here on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, Twitter. We are all over the place, and we are live pretty frequently with StarCraft related content. If you're interested in that sort of thing, and if you want some more, follow us. If you want to support us, Patreon, and you can also subscribe here on Twitch. All the money that we make goes towards our pro team, and hopefully eventually towards running tournaments again. We used to run weekly tournaments. Don't really have the funds for that anymore, but if it ever comes back, Sparkling Tuna Cup will return.
Yes, definitely.
There you go. Kurt, do you have anything else you want to say before we head off?
Drink water. Remember, drink water. It doesn't have to be just water, but drink. Just saying.
Okay, drink.
My voice is ruined.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the support. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to OSC Esports. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the podcast.
Bye.
Bye.